Wow. They want you to live in a free zone.
I'm telling you, man. My house is not a home.
Not if you can't say it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
They keep taking.
I think.
Nope.
No.
Trust. I got this. Trust me. Trust. So, as a African American,
Josh.
Yes.
You do not have to say African American. Just say black.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, in that case, you know what word I miss? Colored.
Oh, okay. What's happening? What's up?
No.
What's up?
I just.
Okay, Mr. Stevens, that word is offensive and reminiscent of a not so great time in American history. So let's all just take it down a notch. Maybe reholster our firearms. Charles?
In that case, maybe someone should tell that to the NAACP.
You got a point.
Yeah, that
You know that group been sending mixed messages for a long time.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the In the Zone podcast. It is your boy, B. Foster. Brian Foster's in the building. A happy Wednesday. I know many of you all are getting ready to watch the NBA Finals. We'll join you after the show. But TiVo that shit. Pause it, record it, do whatever.
TiVo.
We'll come. I said, I know TiVo. I'll show my age on that.
Ooh, Lord.
Xerox it, VCR it. No, but anyway. Hey, happy
Set up
Wednesday.
a cassette tape.
Good to see you all. As you see, we're doing a little put your cassette tape in. As you see, we got a little cross function going on right now. We got a little Chris and Gina relationship show and the In the Zone podcast. We're doing a little mashup today. We haven't done this in a while. I don't even really need to introduce these two. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I see you
It's
every
so
week,
much
but good to
fun
see you.
to have like a little cross. I love it.
Love
This
it.
is so much
We
fun.
haven't done this probably since
Since a couple weeks ago. No, I'm just kidding.
no, since
No, it's been a long time. All of us?
Since,
been-
we were in Maze's studio.
Oh yeah.
Probably. What up, Maze? Shout out to Maze.
Shout out to Maze
Shout out to Maze Jackson. What up, black man? But on my left, the lovely, the vivacious, the wonderful, the intelligent, the sexy,
Hey, sexy.
K-Shy. What's
What
going on, lady?
up? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm good.
How you
I'm
doing?
happy to be back.
Are you happy to be back?
I am.
We're happy to have you back.
Thank you.
Oh,
Make sure y'all can hear my voice.
well, I think we all hear you very well.
Okay.
All
thank
right. Hey, so let me get this shared in a couple of places real quick. So Facebook has my page a little bit on lockdown, so I couldn't
He in trouble.
I'm in trouble. I didn't even do shit this time, which is funny.
You
Zuck
in
be hating on me.
Facebook jail?
I'm restricted from
what?
some actions because I think I was over tagging folks. That's probably a thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, so I wasn't able to really promote like I normally do, but we're gonna get you in the room. We're gonna make shit happen anyway. But we got a really interesting topic today. This is something we used to do on the blackboard. We did this in the Zone podcast maybe a year and a half ago. It's been a while, but we're gonna do the great black debates. So in our community, we have a lot of conversations about a lot of things, and we often don't agree. So I brought a panel of 3 individuals that I know have strong opinions on a multitude of topics.
About most things. Yeah.
And we're gonna have some of the black debates about some of the things that fire us up most.
Let's get into
All
it.
right,
do
so we're
it.
not even gonna fuck around today. We ain't gonna have a whole lot.
Let's
You know,
jump in.
Sean likes to.
Oh,
Hey, Sean. By the way,
Don't do Sean
hey,
like
Sean.
that.
I know she watching. Hey, Sean.
Oh, don't do Sean
Hey,
like that.
Sean. Well, enjoy your vacation. As you know, Sean is not here today. She is on vacation.
Good for her.
Enjoy your vacation, Sean. Enjoy yourself. But let's get into it. So we're gonna start with one. First, let me say this: happy birthday to the greatest artist that ever lived, my personal favorite, a genius in the world of music, Prince Nelson Rogers. Happy heavenly birthday, my man.
Prince
Happy
Roger
birthday.
Nelson.
You know
Happy
what I
birthday,
meant.
number 2.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
He said
Here
number
we
2.
go.
The,
Disrespect.
the
Here we
man
go.
who wrote the
And this
best
is where-
love song.
And this is the best love song ever written. And here we go. We're gonna
Right.
start right
Lady
there.
in my life.
Fight me.
Here we go. And this is why I started with this. I want to say happy birthday to my man. And then Prince. I didn't even tell y'all we was gonna do this.
Yeah.
Prince or Michael Jackson? Keisha,
Must I choose?
you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. These are sides. These are sides. Prince and Michael Jackson fans fight every day on social media about this shit. You gotta pick a side. Prince or Michael Jackson. And we can love. You can love them both.
I'm going to say Prince.
Why are you saying Prince?
Because it's his birthday.
As I get older
Mm-hmm.
and more mature,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can just appreciate Prince a little bit better.
Okay.
The lyrics, just resonate with me a little bit more. I mean, we love Mike.
Mhm.
I'm a dance to Mike till I die. But
Mhm.
Prince, I don't know. He just holds
Mhm.
a special place in my heart.
Place
right
in your
now.
vagina.
Wow.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Because Prince makes some sexy songs.
He does.
He really does.
And you know, to this day, that Super Bowl performance,
In the
hands
rain.
down, in the
Miami.
rain. I was there.
Oh, Bears. I should
Look at
wet.
you.
The Bears Super Bowl.
Everybody was wet but Prince. I don't understand how he did it, but I mean, he gets extra bonus.
Everybody
points
was
for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh,
Mhm.
maybe not from the rain only.
You know.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with Prince.
Prince, Gina.
Prince, you know, listen, it's his birthday, so I have to pay homage to the brother. But I mean, his song lyrics to me were just, they resonate. I mean, like I said, I don't think there's a better love song than Adore. If God one day struck me blind, your beauty
Your
I'd
beauty
still
I'd
see.
still
Love's
see.
too weak to define.
What you mean to me?
There
You
you
know?
go.
I mean, who? And he could take your man. He could take your woman wearing lace.
He can.
That
Or
is
your
Or
man.
Or your man.
Shit, or
I
That
think
part.
I think he's taking women, but
Yeah.
this is what I.
I'm
Anyway,
just saying he's capable of it.
Yeah. then we got the name. What you got?
All right, Chris, what you got? Clearly, you
First
you've
off-
been uncomfortable the whole conversation.
First off, I'm
last
not
month.
uncomfortable. I'm a huge Prince fan. Similar to Brian being number 2 or 3. Prince is legitimately top 5 entertainers ever to live.
Top
I
five.
will never say anything negative about the man in purple. However, I mean, who got MTV to play black videos? Mike Jack. Who been doing this since a little kid? Who owned beaded Michael Jackson jackets? Y'all did. They don't sell Prince jackets. Look, and people don't faint when he show up. He did the Super Bowl in '93. Gonna love you till we even old and gray. Mike makes slow songs, fast songs. It is what it is. He the king. But I get it. I get it. For the purists out there, he play a bunch of instruments. I don't care.
I'm gonna say don't
I
be poo-poo
don't
and playing a bunch of
care.
I don't
No.
care. Listen, listen.
He wrote his songs. I mean,
Listen,
you
wait a
know,
minute, wait.
I'm just saying.
Play multiple
Wait a minute.
instruments.
Multiple.
I don't care if somebody can write,
I got
if
this.
they can speak well, if they can do all this. And a lot of people are better speaker than Martin Luther King. I don't care that Mike did one thing. He can sing and dance better than anybody else, play 50 instruments. And mind you, I got Stevie Wonder also ahead of Prince.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
It is what it is.
I mean,
Prince is
I mentioned it.
Prince is a better version of
I
the
don't
number
disagree.
3 person. Actually, he's one step behind him. James Brown's my number 3. Prince is basically James
Did
Brown,
we ask for this
funkified
whole
and halfway
ranking?
naked.
I'm not
Mike
with.
Jack forever. Love you, Mike. Rest in heaven.
Now,
King, the king.
Okay.
this is no disrespect to Mike. Obviously, love Mike. And when you said that he was in the top 5, and Gene was like, I was like,
Top five.
Stevie Wonder's
Yeah,
got an argument.
I feel you on that.
Stevie's
Okay.
got an
Stevie.
argument in there.
Aretha's too.
Aretha's up there.
Aretha's up there.
We can put a
Nigga is what he is.
Ah, Sean's filled. She's factoring in. She's like, cut your mic.
Stevie.
I mean,
Yes, Sean.
Stevie's a beast. Stevie's one of my faves.
Yeah.
But-
hey, Louis.
I know Chris kind of poo-pooed the writing his own songs and playing his
I
own
write my own songs, I produce my own
instruments,
songs.
and that's right. And
That's fun.
dancing and singing
So-
and putting on show and all of that. Now, I will say, best concert I ever went to was Michael Jackson concert.
It is.
I will say that.
People went nuts.
I will own that. Best show
Mike
I
could
ever
just
saw
stand
live.
there.
That's because people are weird. But,
That
That
part,
is a little
okay.
weird.
But-
that is so weird.
but when we take the totality of all the musical genius that Prince had and put it on top of an actual voice and the dancing, and not to mention his
He's
roster.
not as good a dancer or singer as Mike. No, you
Okay,
go.
come on.
He's not.
Maybe dancer.
Maybe dance.
You
I
said-
don't know
well,
about
hold
singer.
on.
I don't know about singer.
I want y'all to
Mike
weigh in.
wasn't
Is
exactly.
Prince a better dancer than Michael Jackson? Go ask Chris Brown or anybody else.
No, we are
No,
agreeing
we're
with
giving
you.
you
We're
dance.
giving you
We're
dance.
talking
We're
about
giving you
sound.
dance.
But no.
Mike ain't out there doing Luther. Come on.
Okay.
Prince ain't either.
See, you know the
I agree.
thing about Mike versus Prince, when they're singing love songs, Mike's voice was a little too high
And Prince what?
to get me. No, Prince.
Prince
Prince
had
had
falsetto, but-
falsetto,
You
but he could go deep. When he went deep, it was so
Mhm.
resonant and like all that.
He stay up high.
Oh no, he
No.
No,
he,
he
got
gives
love.
you a little, you
No.
know.
And then I know
Alto.
this got nothing to do with nothing, but with musically, but Prince's
Hold on. What do your fans say?
I don't
Okay,
know.
Prince
whatever.
is not better
That's
dancer
fair.
or
I
singer.
mean, this is up here. This is
all the-
artist
Okay, we
101.
need to move off of this one.
Y'all,
Let's go.
y'all
Y'all all
losing
day.
credibility doing this type of shit.
Well, Stevie Wonder don't dance for shit.
Yeah,
He ain't got
he
to.
can
His
dance.
voice, his voice better than theirs.
He can sway.
No, Stevie
Yes,
Wonder
he
got a
can
better
sway.
voice.
Stevie got the
He
sway.
got the sway. He got the sway. Prince's roster of ladies is
Okay.
impeachable,
Absolutely.
Impeachable.
Agreed.
and he didn't touch no little boys. So
That part.
I mean, you know,
Okay.
we're not even
Allegations.
We gotta
Not proven.
Nothing was proven in court.
Nothing was ever proven. Nothing was ever
stuck
proven.
under here. Okay.
All right, so that was a little warm up. That was a little warm up. Let's we're gonna go a little serious,
Okay.
a little fun, a little serious, a little fun.
Mhm.
I don't even want to do this
That
one
wasn't
yet.
even easy for me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That wasn't easy.
I love Prince. I didn't even like doing that.
Man,
All
just-
right, well, let's do
I'm
this.
crammed.
Let's do this.
I didn't like doing that.
No. These are gonna be hard. Some of you gonna feel
You
passionate
made me
about.
choose. You just made me choose against AI and Curry.
I-
I don't know.
That's the point.
Yeah.
All right,
The
so
great
like this
debate.
show.
the great debates.
I
So
don't
this
like
is this is a topic that is being discussed quite frequently.
Uh-oh.
We have our Chris is missing this actually, not related to the topic, but our color biases.
Mm.
And it seems that if you're dark skinned, very dark, you are now considered beautiful no matter what you look like.
Oh,
Really?
well,
Fact or fiction?
that's just the pendulum swinging.
I'm just asking. Fact or fiction?
No, I mean it's fiction.
Fiction,
Fiction.
for sure.
Hold on, Gina. Fiction. That's fiction.
I think that's fiction.
So you can be dark skinned and ugly. Are we
Yeah.
allowed to say that?
Yes. I don't think
We
that
are
it's-
allowed to say
see,
that.
the thing is, the pendulum has swung though, because it used to be that no matter what you look like, if you were light skinned, you
Light-skinned.
were fine.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
now I think people, you get the pendulum has swung pretty hard in the opposite direction.
I
So
agree.
yeah, that's what I think.
Mm.
I think that's fiction.
I have to piggyback. I agree with her. I mean,
Yeah.
coming from the South, I grew up, I'm, a little brown, but light skin was always
Oh yeah,
better. No matter what you look like, it was like, oh, she's light skinned and she has good hair.
she could look
So
like a
she's-
gopher,
So she's
and
pretty.
people would be like, "Oh, she fine."
Right.
And,
Why,
I'm just
and that's why we
like-
have a whole bunch of, well, you know what? I'm
Like
not going to
tiny?
even say that.
Right. Oh,
Oh my god.
Right. Exactly.
Tiny.
Tiny
Almost like
rain
that.
fryer.
Don't start me.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
I
With
think
Gina.
something-
I
yeah.
think it has just
The
swung.
pendulum just swung the opposite
Yes.
way.
Yeah, I
And-
think
and-
it just
and
swung hard.
Why though? I don't know. I think
Well, there's a
I
back.
don't-
society,
Yeah.
Hollywood now is like, oh, black is beautiful.
Trying to
and they-
overcorrect.
Exactly.
They're
They're
overcorrecting.
overcorrecting.
Yeah.
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 I agree 1,000% with what he said. You on the money. I will say though that I think black women get it more harsh. I've always been in the middle, so I'm qualified to speak on all out back to them all.
You're in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
I roll with Team Dark Skin though, because they got a reputation for being tougher right now. No offense, Brian. But on the male
I
side,
ain't trying to be
on the
tough.
male side, a lot of athletes, music artists, if they're dark skinned, they lend credence to that. Michael Jordan went bald. Everybody wanted to be bald. I was trying to cut my hair off. I wasn't 6'6" and making $1 million and in shape and all that. But I think it lends men credibility. I think it works against women. When Lil Wayne comes out, you ugly as hell. You. We know that these blue-black dudes in the South playing football, raised by sisters, they validate themselves as blacks have done by wanting what the whites want. No offense, Jake. Truth.
I don't think he can.
He doesn't care.
It's like,
But my point is, it works against, I think, women because this is a patriarchal society.
yes,
So it
is.
works against women. But low key though, dark skinned women got the best body. Sorry about that. It is what it is.
Got the best
Chris the
bodies.
So it's interesting. When I was thinking about this question, I mean, I considered men as well. I mean, obviously, dark skinned brothers been running the game for a little
Are y'all
while.
feeling a certain way?
That's cool. No, not at all. I don't give a shit. I still get mine. But so
You ain't got nothing.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean,
Negro ain't got nothing.
when I was getting mine.
I say that too though.
But so I was really thinking about, I mean, obviously darker brothers have kind of been in thing for a little bit, but I was thinking about this more so in terms of darker sisters.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
The Lupitas, and
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Lupita
it's
fine.
kind of irritating that Lupita's always the first
The
one that
first
comes
one
up.
is-
Actually,
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
which is
Like-
the darkest one you can think of. usually.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the young lady that was she was a model and she was in, ironically, Black Panther, Wakanda.
Mhm.
She was the one that was dating the general, her girlfriend. I don't know her real name.
Oh, I don't know her real name either.
but she has the funny. She looked like a goddamn avatar to me.
Wait a
But
minute.
everybody's like, "Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so
It's like,
gorgeous."
calm down.
And I'm like,
Not really. Right.
is she?
Yeah.
Or she just like got African features, so we want to cling on to that and say
it's
she's
okay.
gorgeous. And it's fine.
It's okay to not be beautiful.
It's not beautiful. It's,
Which one are we
beauty's
talking
in the eye
about,
of the
Brad?
beholder. We know this.
Hang
Blah
on.
blah 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 blah.
Who are we talking about here?
But where is
First off,
she?
where's my girl who's the mom? She's my best favorite
I
actress.
don't even see. No,
Is it her?
no, that's not her.
Are you sure?
No,
Okay.
she no.
What was the mother's name? What's
I don't
her,
even see her.
Angela Bassett? The one?
No,
Oh, no, no.
Either way, we'll find it. Either way, neither here nor there. I think we find it too easy to say she's dark, so she's beautiful because and nobody will say because she's dark, but that's the underlying message.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right. And I
Mhm.
think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think there are some fair, I hate to use that word, lighter complected people that are unattractive as shit, and there's some dark complected people unattractive
Yeah.
as shit. We don't have
Ugly
to.
is ubiquitous.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's
That
all
part.
eye to beholder, but motherfucker. Leslie Jones is unattractive. I don't give a shit who you are.
Poor
What
Leslie
you say.
Jones.
She's unattractive.
Poor thing. I feel so
Anybody
bad
out there
for
that thinks
her.
Leslie Jones is attractive, you put it
No,
in the
but
chat.
no, it
and,
isn't about.
and
Yeah.
I'll buy you a drink, but
I
don't
don't
be putting it out there just so I can buy you a drink.
But I feel bad for her.
Why?
Why?
I love
She's
her.
rich.
I love her.
Right, I
Yes,
do
but-
not feel bad for her.
No,
I
She
I
love
has
do
money.
because you know what? If you read some of her tweets and all that,
She's just a miss.
she's
She
well,
said-
you know, people are
Don't
so
tell me.
mean
I
to
don't like-
her.
I don't like. I don't like.
Yeah.
You mean on social media?
I don't like.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
they
retweet
be
it and
so
shit.
mean to me and everybody.
People are mean on social media.
People are mean to her.
That's
They call
because
her-
they have
they call her a
backbones
gorilla
behind the
and
keyboard.
and all
I
sorts
get
of
all
shit.
type of hate messages.
And you know, she's like, I don't
You
know why I
suck
have a
ass.
boyfriend.
Yo,
You deserve them.
You just
Suck-
yeah,
You
well,
probably, I can see that.
I
see,
do
the thing
deserve 32% of it,
well, it's because
but
of what
70,
you say.
68% I do not.
No, because it's what you say. She can just get terrible tweets because of her just being who she is
Who
and
she
looking
is.
the way she does.
Look, I enjoy
So I
her as
feel
an
bad for
entertainer, but
Somebody
anyway,
said Azalea Banks is ugly.
I don't even know who Azalea Banks is.
Yeah, you do.
Identify
Yeah, you do.
yourself,
You
Facebook
you know
user.
who she is. Look her up. She's yeah.
not identify yourself.
They're probably on
What do y'all think about What do you-
YouTube.
I can't even say this word.
Not
I
on
don't
YouTube.
wanna- I don't want to get you canceled.
Ain't no
can't-
such thing. Let's
Well,
leave it alone. Do you
You
think?
can't talk about certain people in society these days.
You can't
Yo,
talk about
like who,
Azalea
Lizzo?
Banks.
Don't mention.
Uh-oh.
I didn't
See?
say.
You said the L
Like
word.
Lizzo?
You said
I
the
was
L
gonna say-
word.
I can't wait till we get to that.
Is that whole?
Me
Oh, that's
neither.
the-
I don't even
That's
think
all different.
Lizzo's unattractive.
No,
No,
she's
but-
not thick.
Well, hold on. We'll get to that.
I know that's.
We'll
why I
get to
said-
that.
Okay,
We'll
we
get
get
to
there.
that.
We get
All
there.
right.
All right.
Hold on.
there we go.
Let's bounce back to another one.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is one me and one of my best friends consistently argue about. Can Beyonce sing? Can Beyonce sing? Keisha, I'm gonna start with you. Can she sing? I didn't say sang. I said sing.
She definitely can't sing. I mean, she can sing better than me, and she has been trained. But will she go down as like one of the greatest singers? Absolutely not. Is she an entertainer? Absolutely.
One of the best. Yeah.
I will go see a Beyonce concert for the entertainment,
For the
but I'm
spectacle of
not.
it all.
Yeah, the spectacle of it all. But
Louis.
singing, no, I'm not putting her up against hardly anybody. The Jennifer Hudsons, the Fantasias, like any of them. I mean, I'm just saying,
Oh,
like
wait,
the
Was she
pop.
better than Jennifer
I agree.
Lopez?
Again,
we know that.
again.
Well, right.
again.
Who's
exactly.
not?
Again,
Exactly.
you-
J
Jennifer
Lo.
Lopez.
You speak.
Oh, that ain't Sam.
You think
Yeah,
exactly
she's-
like I think,
Come on, Chris.
but I don't like. I think we go at Beyonce because she fine. The same reason we go at Beyonce is the same reason we don't go at Lizzo. Lizzo ain't fine. She ugly as hell below the neck. Period. Let's stop right there.
Okay.
Back to Beyonce. Beyonce sings better than you, Janet Jackson. Y'all ain't gonna never
Yes,
say nothing bad
she
about
does.
Janet.
Yes.
She'll fuck Sade up singing. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
Sade.
wait.
Put Sade in the church. She gonna suffer. Beyonce sang on the stage with Tina. She wasn't Tina, but she sang on the stage with her. She sang better than Rihanna. It's because she fine and everything been happening good for her that we like to
now
hate
I
on
will
her
agree
ass.
with that. I think
But-
people do.
But she sings better
She
than
gets
your
it right.
average
Well,
bear.
Okay,
Of course.
I think she can sing, and I think she can
It
sing.
is
Well,
what it is.
here I have a more informed. I know people that have been in her bands before,
Okay.
and
Okay, so
It's
inside
a baller.
So-
Go ahead and drop that.
I do.
Right.
I know people have played with her,
Chris and James
and
show.
they would say, because I've asked the question, they would say that she, you know, she actually is a pretty good singer. She always insists on singing live. She never wants to lip sync. She always wants to sing live, which is actually like presented problems for band. Like they're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, now we got to play out.
exactly.
But they, you know, I think that she's an underrated singer because she's such a good performer. And because her performance is going to outweigh her singing,
Mhm.
but her singing is still better
Stellar,
than
yeah.
the average, you know.
Yeah,
Like, and
Yeah.
then and she has a lot of singing stamina too because she does very long shows night after
and
night
she
after
dances
night.
while
And
she
dances,
sings.
right.
Right. She ain't doing the
So
Janet.
that's a lot.
What you
Right.
think, folks?
Yeah.
He always asks these great ass questions. What do you think?
I actually think she can sing.
Me too. And low key,
She can't sing,
right?
Right.
but
Well,
she
ain't
can
gospel in
Right,
the
that's what I'm
church.
saying.
Right.
She's no
She ain't the
Mariah
church.
Carey, no
Right.
Whitney,
No.
no
I can't do a nice little
Jennifer
Beyonce
But
rhyme. I
Mariah
can't do
Carey
it.
can't dance, so
Right, yeah,
that
so,
part.
And
You
Mariah
know?
Carey voice sort of cigarette messed up. Low key.
Well, now,
Well,
yeah,
I
but
hate when people sing and they do this on the great parts.
hey, that's Janet's go-to.
yeah,
Janet's
that's
go-to.
Janet's thing.
A good
But we
argument
ain't never
been-
said Janet
That's
wasn't
Janet's
a
go-to.
singer either.
Yeah,
She
but-
is a
Yeah.
performer
My
for
wife
sure.
and I have a Rihanna or Beyonce disagree. Now, to me, they 1A, 1B. If
I
if
agree.
I can have a second wife, it's gonna be one of them.
Well,
I can't afford
but
that.
that's
see,
all.
I
see,
can't
I
afford neither one of them.
I think
You
I
wouldn't-
think
you wouldn't have
Rihanna's
to
kind of
afford it.
island
I
crazy
can't.
though.
You wouldn't have to afford
They
it,
would
man.
have to like my bid game, but that'll be another subject.
That's another-
It'd have to be some other than money. Or the look, they can get whatever they want.
You better
Oh,
be
no.
blowing that back out.
That's
Especially
I
for
do have a
Rihanna.
special set
Anyway.
of skills.
Anyway, so I possess it. No, I think she can sing. Several of my friends think she cannot sing, and I was like,
Really?
that's not true. If you've ever been to a show, she will stop the show and she will sit on a stool and she will sing
Acapella.
with a good
Beyonce?
acapella
Yeah.
with a guitar.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
I've been
talking
to her
about
show.
that.
She
I've been
can
to several shows.
She can sing.
She can sing.
I'm in a different tax bracket.
Yeah, she can sing. She's just she's just not the greatest vocalist, but like
That's
Michelle that was in the group
Oh,
sings
God.
better than her.
Oh no.
It's a better voice.
And what's her name
Williams?
from Texas was finer.
But
With
she
that-
can't
with
dance
that, with
though.
that titty
so-
voice. I
Right.
hate
What's the
Michelle
girl from
Williams'
Texas?
voice.
She was finer.
Kelly.
No.
Kelly
The
Rowland.
one that kicked out the group from Texas.
Oh, they talking
I
about.
don't know. She
I
was
don't know about
fine.
you.
One of the laws.
Oh no, agreed.
Latoya-
Hold on, wait a minute.
Latoya
We will
was
not
in-
have Mary J. Blige slander
I
on the
disagree
In
with
the
that.
Zone podcast.
I used to feel that way about Mary.
Mary J. Blige can't sing though.
Mary can't
I ain't gonna
sing,
lie. I
but
think
can
she
sing.
can act now. Look, I'm a power.
She is a
She can act. She can sing. I
You
think.
know what I think?
Matter of fact, Anita Baker can sing. People talk about she couldn't sing.
Well, she can sing.
Whoever said anybody could sing?
When she
Right.
started her career, she used to open for Frankie Beverly.
People said she couldn't sing.
They
They
said they
always
couldn't
had a
understand
voice.
what she was saying.
Because she has potatoes in
Well,
her
I
mouth.
can see her.
Yeah.
She I give you that.
She just don't open her mouth.
Yeah, well, she just take the potatoes
Yeah,
out.
hold on. Back to Facebook user. We
Anyway.
agree now. Kelly Rowland is fine. The stamp is on Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland's sexy. No
ain't
doubt.
I think
talking
Kelly
about
Rowland is
whether-
one of the finest.
Really?
I put her over
Y'all
Ashanti.
really like Kelly.
I got Kelly
Rowland.
over
Oh,
Ashanti.
yeah.
I think she's girl next door cute.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
all
She
them
has
Disney
she has
Child
large
girls, they
teeth.
got a low key freakiness about them. They ain't
See,
cool.
that's Chris.
She has
Now, if
large
you want
teeth.
Rihanna though, Rihanna is by and far, she's top of the food chain.
I think Rihanna, though. I think
Rihanna
Rihanna, a
right
little
now-
I'm gonna
bit.
tell you right
Rihanna
now.
Man,
gonna put
woman,
a spell on you.
Rihanna- right.
is top of
Exactly.
the food chain, male to female in entertainment.
We all,
That
we
bitch
all,
will
we
put
all
a
topic,
spell-
but Rihanna don't do shit for me
Really?
physically.
What about Viola Davis?
Okay,
When
shut
Viola
up.
Davis started
That's
crying,
my favorite
it's
actress
not.
ever. She moved ahead of Denzel.
She starts snot. That
I
shit's
love
sexy.
her, and I want to.
Anyway, we
If I
not.
wasn't married, I wouldn't sleep with her. No keto. I love Viola Davis.
You and these if I wasn't married.
You know what? I like them old, in
Yeah,
control
with you.
women that look like they just go
You
at it.
want Viola Davis to
I
take
think
care of
Viola
you.
Davis is kind of sexy.
Yeah, in that way, yes.
I think Viola Davis is kind of sexy.
I can afford my own taking care.
All right, so let's
But
switch
in that
it.
way,
Let's switch it up.
My
Let's
hand
switch it
only
up. Let's
goes
get a
so
little
far.
serious. Let's get a little serious.
all right, let's go. What we got?
What we got?
The N word.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Nigga.
Nigga.
Look, well, this might be the right pen to have this conversation with.
Don't answer
It
our
is.
side.
I know.
N-word.
We throw it around
Are
with
we
jest.
are we cool with it? Are we not? Is it a
I'm
forever
cool with
ban?
it. We say it.
Hold on.
cool,
Hold
yeah.
on, wait a minute.
I'm
wait
gonna
a
hit
minute.
somebody in the
Wow.
middle.
Let's hold on. Wait.
Why I gotta be weird though? Facebook users?
Wait, don't debate them. Wait. Let's
mean,
let's
sometimes-
assume we talk. This is the black debates.
All right.
We understand that
Okay.
outside of the black, that's not the conversation.
Okay.
Inside black circles, N-word, cool or not? Gina, I'm gonna let you start.
I'm good with it.
Why so?
I say it or not. I'm like, nigga.
Why so?
You know what? I don't have a problem. I'm not offended by it, but it can be I use it for emphasis.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, my fiance knows that I'm not kidding when I'm like, nigga, you know. And so it's
Right.
like, you know
Playtime's
what I
over.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's. I think I kind of have fun with it because it's only a word that we can use without getting beat in the mouth, right? Like, so I kind of like that too. It isn't that I love to use it, but I don't mind
You don't have to please
it.
You don't have to please the left.
I'm not trying to please the
All right,
left.
just go ahead and say.
I'm just letting you
do your
know.
thing.
Nope.
Chris?
If it is said, and I ain't gonna lie, it's wrong that I'm saying this, but it's how I feel. If it's said amongst us, in a non-degrading way.
Right.
Jokingly, like Gina said, I'm good with it. Because sometimes when you've been oppressed as long as black folks have, you need to make a joke out of stuff. I give us the liberty to do that. Now, if somebody, even a black person, they look at me like, you behaving just like and then they're
ER.
down to me,
Hard.
then you gonna catch this, so I agree with Gina in that, and I stand by it, whatever.
Keish.
I'm with the panel so far. I mean,
Wow, nobody. All right, I gotta beat up. All right, go
yeah,
ahead.
you do. I mean, I use it. So, but like Gina said, it's like, nigga, like,
Right.
did
You
you,
got a good
see
comment.
X, Y, and Z?
You got a good
So-
comment saying something different. I'm just that's a good point, and I
It's the
respect
word.
From an
respect it.
anonymous
I
Facebook
respect,
user.
but I respect that.
I don't think they beat it.
I mean,
Yeah,
No, the anonymous Facebook user got some decent points. I
I-
respect it.
Well, there's a
I-
whole
I-
host of
It's
it.
just something I don't
respect that.
teach.
Yeah, no, I don't.
My
Yeah, I
kids
wouldn't
got to hit
teach
that
it.
in the street like I did. My
Yeah.
parents didn't teach it.
exactly.
That's why
Yeah.
the Jamal election. No,
And probably,
Mine
like you
too.
said,
I'ma call
my parents would, Keisha, that's not how I was raised.
I know,
but I
right?
think it's
I
just
I was not
our
raised to use that word.
generation,
I wouldn't say that. I was scared.
like
Yeah, no, my mom
he
will
said,
probably
if
hurt me.
it's being used derogatory, like I definitely will be offended. And if it's the ER as opposed to just the nigga,
Good point,
Right.
Keisha.
then
There's
Gotta
you
be
know,
the A.
There's a point of distinction.
Keisha,
what
gotta
I'm
be
saying?
the A.
It gotta be the A.
Never the ER. I
We
don't care
might
who it
have a
is.
problem if it's the ER, and
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm using the ER. I am definitely
Using the A.
the A.
That's
But yeah, I mean,
hilarious.
And you were from
I'm from the South. I'm from Louisiana,
right. Okay.
so I've been called ER before.
Oh yes,
New Orleans?
From Baton Rouge.
that's
Not
on
about
Rouge.
it.
Yeah,
Not about
not about it.
You, have,
That's
you,
on
you got a chain with a
Rouge.
tank on it. I wanted
I
one.
plead the fifth.
I wanted one. I wanted one. I wanted one.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it's right, but I do use it.
Well, what's right and wrong?
So I will say this. I would defend the use of the word in my younger years as more of a, as Tribe would say, we've taken it and turned it into a term of endearment. Kind of a silly commentary, but in the moment I got it. Here's where, and I'm still not. So you're not. I'm not one of them. It's so derogatory. It's got all these, and it does have historical context, whatever. But you can change that history. We got so many bigger things to be worried about than this.
Amen.
However, here's where I kind of flipped the switch on it. I was at a White Sox game one time, and there was these two Latino young men sitting in front of me, and every other word was nigga this,
Nope.
nigga that, nigga that, and not like they were talking about look at this nigga player. And they was
Right.
This
They
is just
was
how they were
talking
talking
to
to
each
each other.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't like
nigga, you crazy. And I was like,
Like,
offended.
excuse
I'm
me.
not comfortable with. I
Right.
wasn't necessarily offended because I
You
knew
weren't
they weren't
comfortable.
meaning to be offensive,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't really comfortable with it.
No, I feel
So eventually, I was like, "Hey, y'all,
I'm gonna need
like,
y'all.
I'm gonna need. I get that you're not trying to be offensive, but I get that you have co-opted this, and it seems like it's cool, like for you to do it because we do it with each other, and
But
it's
it's
in all
not.
the rap lyrics and all that. I said, but while I'm sitting here, I'm gonna need you to chill out, and it
Right.
really reframed and reshaped how I thought about how the word is used because it's too comfortable in common vernacular.
Who was
right
this
now.
again?
It was two Latino
Two
young men.
Latino.
I didn't know.
Let me ask
Well,
you this. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Jane,
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
What are you gonna say?
Does it make a difference if I'm speaking to? I hate to sound classist.
Well, go ahead.
If I'm speaking to one of you all,
Uh huh.
and I'm talking to you, and I know when you don't normally and you throw it out there in jest. There's a difference if I'm hearing some young folks who are barely putting words together correctly, and they use it. I will stop and get on my soapbox and just make sure that they're educated.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't differentiate, but to me, it's a difference between someone.
I think that could matter.
If you
Yeah.
walked in the room, I know after I heard you speak one time, you don't use that word normally.
Yeah.
If I heard you say it, especially with the A,
Right.
I know you're joking.
Right.
So I put a question out there to one of your frat.
Mhm.
I sent a text to Jamal Matuka asking him, is he Facebook user? I got an LOL,
He got an
and some
LOL
eyeballs.
back.
Look,
What did
I-
Sean say?
Like I already know
What did Sean
Jamal's
say?
commentary when I see it.
Jamal and I used to agree on 95% of everything. It's down to 92.
Yeah, I don't.
Sean, I'll say this. I think others use the word because they don't, because so many of us use
I
it
was just-
and don't see it as
Yeah.
offensive. They now see it
They now
as
see
it's
it.
cool, right? Like
If we're using it,
if we're
then
using, if it's in all the rap songs they
Right.
like, it's not. It doesn't have. And that's what I would say to everybody. It's like it's got all these negative connotations. It does not have for the younger generation the
same-
sting
yeah.
that it used to have.
It
Not saying
doesn't.
that it doesn't have any but
Right.
it doesn't have the sting and the connotation that it used to have. That shit, forget for us, for our parents, for our parents,
Right.
different world, right?
Yeah. Very different.
But it does come with, as Chris's point, an understanding of where that word came from, the negative stigma that it did and does carry, and the loosey goosey usage of it is, and maybe I'm just getting older, has reshaped how loosely we throw it around.
My parents didn't worry about me reciting NWA lyrics. They knew I was not interested in joining their group.
Well, I get kind of irritated when, like, to your point about Latino people using it, and I get irritated with that because then they want to have debates with you about their DNA. And I'm like,
right. I'm not here to
you know
debate.
what? I'm not here to
debate.
talk about that.
Right. Your
You
Afro-Cuban
just
roots.
get
I'm not.
so
I don't give a
irritated
fuck.
because
Okay, like, to be clear.
they just want to take all of Black
All
culture.
of
Period.
it.
It's just everything.
ain't
Is,
even-
nothing
Conveniently.
is
Even
yeah,
the worst parts.
conveniently.
Even the worst
it's like
parts. they
y'all
have it.
want to suntan and be dark, but y'all don't want it.
But don't
It comes
call
with-
you black.
They're gonna
Yeah.
switch up though if the stakes are high.
Right.
Of
It's
course.
like,
I
no,
mean,
no,
if it comes down to it and they
I'm
gotta
not
pick
right
sides,
there.
they're
And
definitely
I
gonna
hate to
pick
make this
sides.
And
political
that's the
show,
shit I
but
don't care
that
for.
immigrant situation,
Uh-oh.
some brothers gonna vote differently.
Oh,
Probably.
No, it is what it is.
But
Yeah,
my
I
whole
know.
thing with
Stop
the
that
word,
shit.
though, with the N-word is like, I
Don't
feel like if it
Liberals
couldn't be
don't
used
fuck.
against you, then you shouldn't use the word. Like,
I like that.
You know what I
that.
mean? If it can't be used against you,
So you
like,
got a way more educated crowd.
Ah,
Somebody said,
Don't talk about y'all.
why do you care about the Afro-Cuban roots?
Why don't you care about the Afro-Cuban?
This is a smart.
No, that's
group you
my
got.
boy Aaron.
That's a
Aaron,
good- that's a good point,
Why
Aaron.
don't I care about them in this particular instance? Because they don't even really know.
because
they're
culturally
Afro-Cuban
it's
roots.
different. It's totally
They're just
different.
using that as I know my mom, blah 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 blah. But they're not even
Because
attached
the
to
United
it.
States
They're using
channel
that as
system was
as
on a whole
crutch.
different level of evil.
Yeah,
That's
and they're
why.
using that as a crutch to do what they want to do. They don't even really give a shit.
They don't care.
Right.
That's why I don't care.
Exactly.
They
They
want-
want to be black until it's time to really be
So
black.
one of
That's
my
gotta be
favorite
Jamal.
t-shirts I
That's gotta
have
be Jamal.
is, you know,
Everyone-
Jamal. One of my favorite t-shirts I have.
Everybody knows.
That's
Everyone's
right.
trying to call Jamal
It
out. Poor
says,
Jamal.
When he go down, you always got some real
That's
stuff
right.
to say.
Exactly.
He says, my shirt says, they want our rhythm, but don't want our blues.
All day.
Right, all
Ooh,
day.
that's everything.
I saw, what I used to love is during the pandemic, this is kind of taking us to a little bit of a digression, but I saw signs that say, stop opening your mouth for black men and closing it on black issues. Like, stop opening your mouth for black dick and closing it on black issues.
Oh, no,
part.
you didn't have to. We got it.
We got it.
I
We
wanted to
understood
make
the
sure that
assignment.
our audience understood
It
that.
depends what the issues.
Chris is like, keep opening your mouth for black. Anyway,
Right.
All right, I like that. Good
Oh,
combo.
it's
Let's keep
not.
it. We're gonna keep rolling.
I like
We-
that.
This was a good one.
It's not Jamal.
That could be it.
okay, well,
That was might not have been there. All right, hold on. Here we go. Here's the next one. Ooh, I'm trying to hold on. I actually want to keep it not serious, but natural hair versus weave versus the creamy crack.
okay.
Which is better?
Oh no, we definitely want to hear from you.
We
Let's
definitely
just
want
let
to hear
you
from
start.
you.
Jacob's like, how do I sum that up?
Right.
Jacob, what do you think?
He's like, how do I put
Jake's
that
like,
in the
I don't
scroll?
have an opinion.
So I mean, if you're on social media, and all of us are, it's all my natural. I went natural, and I never had a better decision. And then I've noticed that the ladies defending the use of the texturizer, the creamy crack, have fallen a little silent. And then there's the ladies that I put that weave in so I can work out and da 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 da. All right, but there's always kind of been this contentious thing, and it's really more so men now. I ain't even gonna front.
It is.
I'm not
Because
even gonna
women
front.
don't care.
Right, women like what girl do whatever makes you
Do
feel
whatever you need to do.
good. But so is there? I'm not saying one is better than the other, or is one better than the other?
This
Keisha,
one's better. Go ahead, Keisha.
I don't know if one is better than the other. It has been in the
Jake,
in
hey
the-
Jake, creamy crack is perm, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. I just wanted to
I
make
think
sure
he's
you was.
clear
Oh, make sure
on
you're
that.
aware.
over the years, I guess it's been established that the perm is bad. A perm is bad for our hair. Creamy crack, right? And everybody went natural. But how do we really know? Like, was it just a trend to get people to go natural and bring more money to our natural stylist? Like, I don't know.
Was
Like,
it a natural conspiracy?
I mean, it could be.
Oh snap! I haven't heard this angle.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I went natural. I actually used to have a perm. I went natural because I moved to LA. And in LA at that time, everybody was going natural because it was the thing to do.
Right.
And I couldn't find anybody that would give me a perm. So I had to go natural.
You're coming to
Forced.
Chicago.
I was forced. No, I was
Now,
coming.
if you're
I
a
was
perm, you got to come to Chicago. We get everything last.
it was that part. So I moved to LA and
Curl
there were
Chicago.
no stylists that would give me a perm. So I had to go natural.
Mhm.
Natural is great, but it's not easier.
No,
It's-
it is not.
It's way harder
It is not
to
easier.
maintain.
Gee, you're natural.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, and now I've been natural since I moved to California in 2000. So shit, 23 years I've been natural.
Okay.
Am I opposed to creamy crack for my hair? Yes, just because I just don't think I need it. But you got to do what is best for you.
That's how I feel.
I feel like if you want to wear a weave and have stinky scalp and all the things that come along with
Stinky
it,
scalp.
then you
That's
do
not
you.
judgy.
I'm not judging it. I'm just
That
saying.
sounded kind of judgy.
If you
Tell us
want
what you
to
really
wear,
think.
if you want to wear braids, I wear braids. People. I work out. Everybody knows that I work out. Sometimes, in order to, be able to be on camera for work or do the things I want to do, I wear braids.
Mhm.
I guess that's considered weave.
With not all your natural hair.
Exactly.
So that is weave.
I wear weave. I wear braids for probably since the pandemic, probably the whole pandemic. I had braids, so it was convenient. It was easy, and I could go to the gym and come home and not have to worry about what I was going to do with my natural hair. I just think that for women, it's whatever you decide to do.
Yeah.
I think the men are the ones that are
Wait a minute.
the most affected by
I agree.
this hair.
Although
But the thing about
You
it
did
is,
say the stinky gooey part, though.
y'all complain about the shit, but on social media, all the people that y'all are liking and
Ooh.
running after are all
Got
the girls
weaves down
with
to
the
their
weave
ass.
and the wigs and all the shit.
Well, they talk shit, but they can't tell the difference.
Exactly. And half
so
of y'all
it's
don't
like,
even
well,
know
what
what
do
the
you
hell
even
is the
care?
difference
I hate
between.
when women tell men what they're thinking.
I didn't tell you what you think, and I'm stating the facts.
You ain't lied yet.
Thank you.
See, I'm
so
saying-
I'm gonna
saying
pass
you-
it on over.
You thought I
Women,
haven't
do
I
what you
agreed
do.
with you all show?
You have. Men,
Man, hey,
stop
hey.
acting like y'all don't like weave and all the other stuff.
But you missed the part.
What did I miss?
First off, you're 100%, 98% correct.
Okay.
The only thing I wanted to add in is just the coincidence that the people they show on social media with that hairstyle, they got a cute face,
Also
a little
got no
waist,
bodies.
and a
And
big
big
ass
ass
booty.
ass.
I was just about to
So
say,
really,
I
that's
didn't say
what we
that.
care
I
about.
didn't say
Whatever
So you
hair
don't
you
even
got,
look-
as long
it
as you
don't
got the
matter.
rest of that.
It don't matter about this.
Whatever
but
hair you
that
got, as long as you
stuff-
got the rest of
I
that.
see that secondly.
Agreed.
I will go with
just
that.
coming to say that, Chris.
Well,
Look, cheers to you, Chris.
Yeah,
all
we'll
I'm
drink you.
saying is, but you
All
got
of
a
us
good
got our
point.
cups.
Salute.
But seriously, let me give a real answer. Take off my misogynistic self.
Okay,
Yeah.
take it off.
That'll take
Man
a
with
while.
3 daughters. I'm going to
There you go.
I think, man or woman, you should do what you feel good in. Number one,
Uh-huh.
if you truly feel good, if you're doing it to prove a point, like Lizzo is trying to just force us to believe that
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 she like to be
that
defend
feminine.
her
elephant
Clearly,
in the thong,
Lizzo is-
that elephant in, I don't give a fuck. She's done a lot of damage to me.
I see.
That elephant in the thong thing, she gonna make me like
Okay,
thongs.
okay. Let's talk about hair.
I'm not, whatever. I thought we were circle
We're
of
gonna,
trust.
we're gonna get back.
We're gonna get
we're
there.
gonna
Thought it was a circle
Creamy
of
crack,
Thought it was a
weave.
circle of
Absolutely,
trust.
circle of trust.
Yes, it is.
I don't like it, and there are other people who don't like. There are women who don't like it. My mother was like, I don't know why don't nobody want to see that. But that's my mama. Y'all say something about my mama? Fuck
Weave,
y'all.
we
creamy
can move
crack.
Go back
But
to
my
the
point
weave.
is, if you feel good doing it, whether it be braids, whether it's gonna project, and people like confidence. Women like confidence in women. Men like women like confidence in men. So I do want it to look right.
Mhm.
Those new booties y'all getting, y'all all going to the same doctor, and they bringing the cheeks up too high.
And they legs
Good
don't
cheeks
match.
hang, and they should be closely match your legs. But I'm even okay with those if it looks good. Hey,
Yes.
when this get real low right here, I'm gonna get something done. I don't care. Y'all tell me if I'm out here wrong.
We're gonna tell you.
Y'all
We
wrong.
will
Don't
let
get
you
that
know.
weave.
Don't do it.
Whatever.
Listen, as a person who I'm a straight natural, like
What?
I straighten, I get my hair like blow
She
dry.
does. I've seen her.
You've seen everyone has seen my hair
I've
curly.
gotten requests
It's sometimes a mess.
asking you to do the curly look.
I know it's kind of.
It is
I've
what it
I've
is.
retired it for a while because my natural hair. I got sick of it. I got sick of being bothered when it's curly. I'm
It's
tired of being bothered with it every day.
Yeah,
I gotta
it's
wet
more
it.
work.
I gotta put some product. When my hair
Refresh it.
is a silk press, which is not creamy crack, by the way, it's so lovely.
Yeah.
I don't have to be bothered with it. So the way I feel about it is do whatever, however you feel that you look good and however you have confidence.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
And
I think that's
whatever whatever inspires confidence in you,
Mhm.
and
Those
you
are
don't look a
things
hot
that I was
mess,
pushing.
then do that.
You like a good weave though, don't you, Foss?
Brother.
We grew up in a weave era, bro.
Weed? No, I don't like weed.
I know.
I'll tell
we
you
grew up
what,
in-
I don't mind you permanent. I don't mind, definitely don't mind natural, obviously. I don't mind you throwing some extensions in your braids or whatever. But that weave down your back shit,
You didn't say lace fronts. You didn't put that.
Oh my
I
God,
didn't
the
even-
lace fronts.
Well,
We haven't
that's what I
talked
didn't think
those
that need to be
yet.
said.
That's a good.
There's some things,
Bah.
some things don't need to be even addressed.
I found out.
How about the
something
fake
about myself.
edges? We like those?
The baby, the
The
fake
baby
baby
hair.
hairs.
I found out something about myself.
What'd you find out? What'd you
I
discover?
personally need to do some work.
You like baby hairs?
No. I have a class problem. If it looks real ghetto, I don't like it.
I agree with you. I'm with you.
It's horrible.
I'm not working on that. I agree with it.
I
It's
agree.
horrible for me to say
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
So you don't like the curly cues?
Because ghetto back in the day was cool. It was new. It was unique. It was fresh. Now it's just
Now it's just
Ghetto.
ghetto.
It's just too much.
It's just too much.
I guess that's the
I
piece.
Why
still-
do you
I
have
don't
braids down to your ankles?
Yeah, I don't want too much.
And your hair's
Don't-
touching. the
Nobody
Don't do too
cares
much.
about
Dirty.
looking natural anymore.
we need. That's wrong.
Hold on, wait. That's not true.
No,
Because if
no.
my boy Tony is watching, Tony would say all of you women need to put some perm in your head and stop this natural shit. Not
Oh.
all of you. You all that don't pull it off as good as
Wow.
others.
He would say that.
Oh, he
What
would
is,
say
and
that.
he means all the way now, like no makeup, no.
No. When we talking about hair right now,
Oh,
Hair.
okay.
I would-
he's saying that a
Hair.
lot. He would say that a lot of ladies go natural
And
and really
They
can't.
don't do.
can't
No,
really
a lot
I
of
mean
people
because
shouldn't do
natural
natural.
is hard.
It's hard to take care of.
It is. It's
Mhm.
harder. It
I mean,
is.
even as a
It's
man
harder, but-
carrying a low crop, you got to keep that hair moisturized. and-
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people
You
don't know
know?
what to do with their natural hair, and it doesn't look good a lot of the
It
time.
doesn't.
Like my mother would say, God rest her soul, she would say, "Look at that girl. Her hair looks like a sheep's ass." Oh, I'd be like, "Mom."
Wow.
I'd
Wow.
be like, "Mom, would you please?"
Love your
Yeah,
mama.
Like
my
she was
mama
like,
is
They
"I'm
used to
just
speak
telling
from
the
the heart
truth."
back
Why she
then.
got that hair weave?
They
That's
used to
what my
speak
mom
from the
said.
heart.
But she would tell. She's like, "Just make sure." Her big thing was just make sure your hair looks neat.
I think
Neat.
that's, I
That's the
think
biggest
that's it.
thing.
Earrings.
And
Yeah, I
clean.
think that's it.
Yes.
Clean, clean.
You gotta wear
Not-
earrings.
Not the
You know what?
sticky weave that.
Not the sticky
I've
weave.
seen, to talk about the class thing, and this is how I know I'm wrong. I went to a couple of graduations at 8th grader. The young men that I saw, and it was a nice school with braids and twists, they just look neater to me
Mhm.
than from the guys I see around my house. It looks like something's growing in there. So it's a class thing for me. It's same with the women. It is what it is.
Mushrooms,
I agree.
you know, whatever.
Well,
And that-
we have our children have the financial resources to maintain.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Better
Yeah, I
than-
got all
Well, they
daughters.
have the parents that are saying if that's what you're gonna wear, it needs to be
It
maintained.
needs to be that's right.
Yes.
It needs to look a certain.
Wait,
You're
who's-
not gonna
who's
have your
picking on
son
me?
Boss,
out
I got-
here
I-
with his
that's
hair
right.
looking like matted
That's right.
sheets.
Do you have
Sheep's
children?
ass.
Keisha, you have children?
I do not.
Let me ask Foster, because you got one daughter, right?
One though.
I got three. But let me ask you this.
Because you got players.
My
curse.
oldest child went to Howard, came back Angela Davis. So you will not find anything
Ungawa.
That's how I did. I went to family and came back.
on her.
That's
But
how
my
I-
youngest, I don't know if my wife is watching, but they always in the mirror. A perm is on the horizon.
a perm.
On the horizon, it's gonna be there. The two in the mirror. they
She's like,
the little one. I'm like, why you all that makeup? She's like, Mommy said I wear what I wear in the room. Are you worried about any of this stuff and how you deal with it?
No, so my daughter is very Bath and Body Works. She's into her scents and
That's
lip
good.
gloss and all that good
So
stuff.
she may not.
But when it since we're talking about hair, her mom is natural
Mm-hmm.
and has put that in her head, drilled that in her head, and doing
She's
anything
fine.
other than that isn't even on the horizon for her.
I
I was
think it
told not to
does-
comment on my wife and relationships, so I will not comment.
So it's very interesting that you said that because my
Yeah.
nieces, my sister's hair is natural and long and curly, but my niece's hair, their texture is different. And with these younger kids that grow up on social media and seeing like the TV and stuff, they want the hair, the extensions and
course
all
they do.
that. And so
Of course I do.
that's what they always want. They call me. They're like,
Thank you.
Nanny,
And
I'm
glad you're
getting my
saying that.
hair, I'm getting my
Mhm.
my weave and my extensions with braids
Right.
and all this stuff.
It's gonna
And
be
it-
purple.
I have a
Exactly.
huge issue
So-
with that. I actually, real talk, started writing a book, How to Raise Black Girls, because my kids doing well. But one of the issues I see with our girls, my nieces, they grew up in the burbs.
Mhm,
Uncle Chris, my hair look like Mariah's. You know, my daughter
Mhm.
had long.
mhm.
And by the time they're 4 years old, they see thousands of images
Yeah.
that say that they're not beautiful.
Yeah.
If a
Right.
white dog comes in my house, no offense to the whites, sorry, Jay. It won't make it to my kids. My wife has discarded the doll. They're like, well, where's the doll? That mofo is dead. I'm like, what?
She's coloring it with the bird
Right,
seed.
with the
I know.
brown
But
marker.
a child needs to feel, for them to succeed and be happy and attack anything, they got to feel good about themselves.
Exactly.
And I
comes
think
from it, and
that
at home.
aspect of, folks who are natural, I do appreciate and smile on the inside. I love it. So that's why I tell women, do what makes you happy.
Mhm.
Because we got a lot of stuff out here, especially with our women, that, okay, the men are the dumbest creatures on the planet, but they trying to please these Negroes. Stop that shit. Change your, be righteous. They'll fall in line. Sorry, gave the game
and have
away.
good fathers.
Gave the game away.
You have good
Gave the
fathers.
game away.
But I also feel like everyone should go on their own journey.
Yeah.
And
I've been, like you
sure.
said, I had a perm. back in the day, but I think
had my
that's
hair
because
was
that's what you
relaxed.
That's what you did.
did.
My hair never
Right?
needed
I
to be
wanted one.
relaxed.
You wanted a
All right,
Jerry
Red.
curl.
Something, they wouldn't let me do nothing.
I mean, look, some people went through their curl
Y'all know them
phase.
girls.
Exactly.
too.
know.
Right.
They wouldn't let me get one. I'm
Yeah.
glad I didn't.
I
but
know.
I mean, yeah, sometimes your parents are saving you from
They
yourself.
did.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like, try things. Like I don't necessarily agree with being super restrictive on what kids do. I mean, don't want to kill themselves, and perm
you
is-
have any
I think they
ghetto
should be able to
friends?
be
Perm is,
You
creative
didn't have a
and
lot of ghetto
explore.
friends, did you?
I did not.
And that's the time to do it.
Exactly.
That's the
Yeah,
time.
Because
I mean,
especially
the
if you
stakes are
have
low.
a parent who is going to create those boundaries. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to
Exactly.
go all the way
Yeah.
left, but kids should explore. Like that's how they
Yeah.
figure out who they
Yeah,
are.
My
they
daughter
have
got
to.
braids and
Yeah.
she had a couple of strands that had some little purple.
Purple.
Yeah,
whatever,
that's
and I was
big.
like,
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's
That's
like
cool.
cool.
It's okay. Like the
Yeah.
And
stakes
that's
are
a good
pretty
move.
low.
That's
The
a good
stakes
move,
are
'cause you give them
low.
freedom, they won't keep stuff away.
Exactly.
part.
Pick your battle.
Pick
Pick your battles.
Right.
You
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
That guy right
Let
there.
them play with their hair. It's gonna grow. It's
Yeah.
gonna grow.
Fine.
Hey,
It's all
it's just
good.
hair. It
Y'all
grows
have
back.
Monopoly
Little
going in your
strands they
house.
sewed in
Boss,
gonna
you
be
had-
out. Was
Y'all
Yeah.
had Monopoly going. I was like,
Bro, we had.
I was at home like this. We must visit the Fosters.
Bro, the 9-year-old kicked our ass.
I hate when that happens. I'm trying to cheat.
He,
I'm like,
he won. He landed on a complete off topic. He landed on free parking, and it was like $10,000 in
Oh
there.
my God.
He had
Yeah,
all
it
the
was
cheap.
over.
He had the brown and the blues on the cheap side.
is he a real estate
But
mogul?
once you start putting fucking
Yeah,
hotels on
it's a wrap.
everything,
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
and we all would trade with each
You'll
other.
roll away from
Yeah.
dying.
He was
It's
kicking,
over.
he was kicking our
Yeah.
ass. All right. Switch it up. I love that conversation. Chris has already alluded to this a couple times, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
please.
Thick versus fat.
It's a different Chris.
How do we define this? Because I see a lot of ladies and a lot of men too, where we are, in my mind, glorifying obesity, which isn't healthy.
We are. Oh,
It's not healthy.
Let's think about what thick
I
means
started.
versus what fat means. This is a Keisha and Gina question.
People know
for a
Come on,
second.
ladies.
People know when they fat. This ain't no
Come
Keisha
on.
and Gene.
No,
Baby.
Yeah, but I mean,
Keisha is a fitness
Oh, yeah.
model and work like
Keisha talk.
forms.
Keisha
So
talk.
I want you to start on this.
You can finish. I
whew, there's so much to say about this. I just feel like society is glorifying, like you just said, obesity. And it's all about this be happy in your body and, be happy in who you are. And really, if you think about it, nobody wants to be fat. Like, let's stop it. Monique was fat and she was like,
She
oh,
lost
I'm
weight.
positive body image, all the things. But then what? She lost all that weight, right? Now it's Lizzo. She's all like, my body, I'm fine, like all the
Look at
things.
Sean up there trying
Girl.
to find some. No, Sean, it's not a nuanced argument.
Because there's a snicker that
4
day.
out of 5 women,
Go ahead.
black women, overweight, 56%
Exactly. We need
It's a
to
problem.
figure it out because there is no thick versus fat. You know when you're fat, you know when you're obese. I'm not talking about the white standards of like, like
I was just about to say
technically
that.
I am obese.
No, I
Right.
checked. No, you're not.
Well, I mean,
Fellas,
from an
index
index,
is, yeah, the
if I
index
go
is
to the
skewed,
doctor, the index is skewed. It's for white women, but
Yeah.
black women on that index, a lot of us would kind
Yeah.
of skew as obese, right?
Right.
Or overweight.
fat,
Overweight, at least.
right.
I'm not overweight. I'm very healthy. But I think that society does glorify being overweight.
right now,
and-
they do it for everything.
They're like, no, girl, you're thick. Ma'am, you are not thick. You are fat.
Everything is okay now.
It is,
mean,
and I don't know the difference. Like I do
Liberals.
I do know women who are thick,
Mhm.
and it doesn't have anything to do with whether you can run down the street or you work out all the time. Like there are skinny people who are unhealthy.
Yes.
Right?
They're skinny fat.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
they're
Yeah,
skinny fat
skinny
people.
They're not the majority.
I
of
just
unhealthy
think that
people.
from a perspective of
Well, there's
obesity and fat, like as as a society as a whole, like we are not really zeroed in on this aspect, and there are a lot of our people who are obese and overweight and that need to really get it together.
Now that is one of the
No.
few problems. Once again, Keisha, you're 100%. Men, that is one area I think men perpetuate.
Yes.
But ladies, remember, I keep saying we are very simple creatures.
Damn
We'll
right.
justify some unhealthiness if it's
You
shaped
will.
right.
You will.
And but yeah, y'all been running with it.
A little. And
Too
women, stop wearing them goddamn waist trainers
What's
and them
Sir
damn
Mix-a-Lot
sweat
used to say?
belts. They do not work. If
What-
you're going to McDonald's,
What's Sir
You
Mix-a-Lot
cannot
used to say?
you
Train a
cannot
bad diet.
out-train a bad
You
Fuck.
cannot.
diet.
Wait,
Please
so
stop.
when I'm on a treadmill, my waist trainer,
No.
that don't do nothing.
Please stop.
I thought it
Sir
was
Mix-
shrinking
what-
my middle.
What is
No,
Sir
it's not.
Mix-a-Lot used to
I done
say?
spent
And
$30 on
also,
that thing.
The
36,
sauna,
36.
just because you sweat,
35,
sweat
too.
does not equal fat loss.
Oh no.
No,
Say
it's
again?
not.
So don't be in the sauna thinking you about to lose 10 pounds because that's not what the
I'm
sauna
feeling
is.
There's a
triggered.
lot
You
of-
can lose water weight.
I'm feeling my
No.
stomach.
Yeah, but that's
feeling-
not real weight.
Keisha, I'm feeling triggered by you
I'm just saying.
judging me.
You
I'm
just
not
did
judging you.
two of my
I mean,
favorite fucking
listen.
workout things. You just killed.
The best.
If I see you in the gym with a weight,
I'm telling you right now, if you go to my house right now, on the edge of my treadmill is a waist trainer.
please
Goddamn
take
it.
that off.
Oh, waist
I mean-
trainer.
I wear when I work out. I
A
wear a
waist
little.
trainer?
Foster,
Please
erase that.
A little.
Don't tell people that.
I don't care.
Rewind.
I
Rewind.
Yo,
I
I'm
know.
trying to get my middle
hey,
right.
No.
We
No,
don't
no.
do that.
Stop.
We don't do
This
that.
is what
Hold
you're going
on.
to get your middle right.
We don't do that.
Oh, that ain't gonna.
Yeah,
happen.
stop all that.
That's in the big.
That ain't gonna happen.
Exactly.
We don't do that.
We
We
got
wearing
it.
waist
Oh,
trainers.
now you're trying to say
You got to get. It's in the kitchen. You got.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
abs are made
Abs
in
are
the
made
kitchen.
in the kitchen.
And all y'all people that are taking Ozempic, please stop.
Now wait a minute.
What's
now.
that? Oh,
No, that's the
Ozempic.
blood pressure medicine. So I've
It's,
heard.
No,
no,
it's
it's
obese,
the
it's
diabetes
diabetes.
Yeah.
medicine. Y'all are taking it from the people who really need it.
But is a side effect.
Well,
Oh wait, is that a
So-
weight loss thing?
That's
yeah, but the Ozempic. Okay, so there is
women-
one that's marketed strictly for weight loss. They're
it's not Ozempic.
It was
Think
not,
about
no, not Ozempic. There's
I think it's
Wegovy.
Wegovy.
You know how they have
Wegovy is the
Viagra
weight
for
loss
men?
one. So
Viagra
keep
was
that
initially like a heart medication,
Right.
and they found out a side effect was
sure.
all you do is
Yeah,
type 2
side effect.
diabetes
Right.
and big ass stomach. This is a way to keep you erect. So maybe that
Yeah, that's how
Ozempic
it started.
is legit.
No, but
I don't know.
Ozempic did start.
The
But I
only
know
reason
that-
why I'm mad about it is because there
you're
are
into fitness.
people
That
no,
need the-
because
that
there
need
are
the
people
medication.
who need it for their diabetes
Or they
and
short
they
on the
can't
drug.
get it because
Yeah.
all the
I saw that.
housewives are like,
Well,
I
the-
need to be
Not
skinny
that
for
I
my
watch
reality
CMA
the
or
show.
do
housewives,
that
the
much.
housewives are
But I
usually
do.
doing Wegovy or semaglutides, right?
Well,
What?
Which-
now Wegovy is a little bit
What?
newer, but like at first they were doing
Oh,
the,
we
the
didn't went too
Ozempic.
deep, y'all.
I
I know
went
we
too
did.
deep.
Okay,
We
so
went too deep.
thicker,
We went too deep.
thicker fat.
So now what? Okay, so if we're
I love that
quantifying,
we got deep
if
there.
we're,
Okay.
if we're quantifying, like, okay, so if we're, as a
I
woman,
love your comments.
how
man. You
does
gotta-
one know if one,
One
is
is thick or
like
fat.
what size are you when you're thick?
Yeah, what is
What
let's
does
ask
thick
the
mean?
men.
Again, I was saying, Sir Mix-a-Lot said the best. 36, 24, 36.
That's not reality.
Only if you 5'2".
Only if you're 5'2".
I don't know if that's reality.
Is that reality?
No.
There are women out here coming in. Think about it. NFL running back weighs about 215, 230. A lot of women out there weigh 215, 230, and they swear they're big bone.
No, they ain't a bone alive.
Everyone's skeleton is
Ma'am.
about the same size.
That is fat.
I ain't gonna tell them that.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm scared
I
of
don't
them.
know. I mean, like, but to
Because
your
she
point,
might
They
run through
shape
you.
right on lust for them. I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, you are.
to be to your point
But
though,
I'm
it's like
honest with
black
that.
women, our body structure
Different.
No.
Yeah.
can be different.
It
When
is.
your,
You know?
when your bones and skin melt away when you die, it looks just like the white girl who you're like.
No, but I mean, like I
Your
probably
booty bone ain't bigger.
no, but I personally probably carry on a little more weight.
I
than,
mean,
like,
it is
my-
different. White and black.
That is
structure
true,
is
but
definitely
to
different.
say your
Asian.
bone,
Yes.
to say your bones are different
Yeah, you should
size.
not
yeah.
say you were
The
a big
big
bone.
bone is not a
That's
thing.
not
Yeah.
That's not a
That's not
thing.
that.
No, that's not a
And
thing.
we eat wrong. They'll justify
That's
this.
not.
No,
Yeah.
I do too.
I had fried chicken today.
I mean, if
See that? I'm-
we can't
sure
say
I-
that like I'm just eating like my grandparents.
They don't
Well,
eat like your grandma.
Well,
our grandparents' food didn't have steroids and
GMOs.
hormones
They
and
didn't have
GM,
fast
all the
food.
things.
and it didn't know
If
better.
I could grow
They
my
didn't cook-
own
they didn't have
chickens
Taco
and
Tuesday.
Right.
That's
pork
tacos
and
are
all
new
that,
in the black community.
tacos
Your grandmama didn't eat tacos.
Taco Tuesday.
and
Your
tacos and
grandmother-
tequila.
Your grandmother didn't eat tacos.
You know, your
No,
grandmother
and
probably
she
has
in
some
her
tacos.
food
And they
didn't have
damn
all
sure
that
didn't
stuff.
eat that sodium
A
laced
lot of different types.
Asian
It's all
Chinese
good
food.
stuff.
Yeah.
Even though the shrimp egg foo young.
all
Make me
all,
feel
all
good.
that with the steroids or whatever. But I think where we're going with this is though, and Chris kind of was on Lizzo earlier. So
You were. You started that.
I just mentioned it.
Lizzo, I love you.
Yeah.
Lizzo,
Love you, Lizzo.
I don't think he does.
Love you,
tacos.
Lizzo.
She is.
Everyone's
I
like,
think what
tacos.
Tacos is
I
great.
love tacos.
Lizzo's
Yeah.
like fucking tacos.
She ain't hearing that to curse me out.
I think
Greedy ass.
what we're saying though is that like, all right, so thick is all right. So you're not skinny, right? So I think in the and not to
I'm slim thick.
point you out to in the because you're in the studio though. I think given the right outfit, either one of you all could be considered thick,
No, for sure.
right?
But the real definition
I've
of
been
thick,
told I wasn't.
the
thick.
real definition of thick has morphed into code for if you hear a woman tell another woman she's thick, she too fat.
Oh,
Because
No,
black
that's
women lie to each
fact. I
other.
agree.
Girl, we look just like we did in high school. No, nigga, you don't.
Hey, Aaron, good point. Tacos are African. They didn't know that. No, that's exactly.
I bet
right.
they wouldn't call tacos, Aaron. He must
Just
be-
just because you could
Is he
slide
off?
on your no, he's not. Just because
Y'all
you could
think y'all
slide.
smarter than
We are
us.
smart. Just because you could
We just
slide
get
on your
on.
yoga pants that ain't seen yoga, just Target and liquor store, don't mean your ass
Target and
your ass is fat, motherfucker. I don't care if you can fit in them.
because leggings stretch.
No,
Just leggings stretch.
I call them crisis pants.
But
No
I-
one sees themselves from the back.
But the
in those
good thing
motherfuckers.
is, I always look at the silver lining. The good thing is, black women have nice shapes, so you do get a little more leeway. But don't abuse the leeway.
It's been abused.
we
It is called
beyond-
DCFS.
we're
See,
beyond
listen,
abuse.
Jenna, we do a relationship show. We
We're
always
beyond
get
abuse.
women on there say, "Well, I'm gonna go white," and I'm thinking to myself,
A white
"They
guy.
like
is
a
not-
guy this women this little,
They
y'all.
like
Y'all ain't
tiny.
fitting in that.
They
weight
like
box.
European bodies.
Yeah, y'all not.
They like H&M
I'll be
bodies.
like this. Good luck. Go get them.
That's right. Good
yeah,
luck.
right.
Go on Lincoln
Go
Avenue.
get them.
Go on Lincoln Avenue. See what happens for you.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
What you got?
Ether
Oh
Oh, damn.
versus Takeover.
I can't. I
You
plead
cannot
the
recuse
fifth.
yourself.
Yes, I recuse
You cannot
myself.
recuse yourself.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
Ether
have to.
versus Takeover.
I would like to see your guest answers first. I'm
You,
gonna
no. You have got to pick one.
I need to go first. I've been going first.
So
the
you
last
asked.
time.
I'm going. Jenny go.
No,
first.
no,
Jenny,
I'm
you-
not starting.
Jenny,
this.
you ain't win first.
I'm not
You ain't
starting
win
this.
first.
Yeah,
No,
Gina,
you
come on.
ain't win
Oh.
first. I'm not going with this.
Fuck it,
one.
I'll go first.
You go first.
I'll go first.
Go
Jenny's
first.
like,
I'll
I
go
don't know
first.
this hip hop
I'll go
thing you
first.
speak.
I know
Right.
that.
I'm trying to see
hip-hop.
where the.
I love opera.
love
What is
hip
hip hop that you speak
Right.
of?
No, I
I
love
love
hip
opera.
hop.
Ether is a great diss track.
It
Great.
is.
The
I
beat,
know what he's
the
doing.
beat is superior, actually.
Facts.
True.
If we're listening to the lyrics, though,
Yeah.
the disses are ella fucking mentory. They're grade school.
Oh.
You big lip, you camel,
Ooh.
blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, da, da, da,
Ooh.
nah, 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 nah. The shit's not verbally really all that offensive. Takeover is ethering motherfuckers.
I hate siding with Jay.
It's ethering motherfuckers if you listen to the actual lyrics. Ether is elementary school hip hop dissing. You might as well have the fucking Furious 5 versus some other little whack ass crew in Brooklyn that because
Wow.
that's how elementary the shit
Well, don't
is.
do that to Nas.
But the beat is ridiculous.
So you saying
Takeover is far superior to Ether.
I'm gonna pull up some lyrics on TikTok.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Go ahead. Pull
I'll go
up the
second. I'll
lyrics
go
of
second.
Ether.
You brought up a good point on the music. And honestly, y'all, it's 50-50 because I feel this. And I told Gina B this. When I picked her up to come here, I was literally listening to her. I didn't know the
Yeah.
answer to that. So I listened to both of them. I can say Nas, obviously, his back then when I first heard it, it's like I reverted back to whenever. Nas is cold on the mic, stop,
Mhm.
whatever. The beat was tighter. But the comeback song always has an advantage to me.
That's true.
And I
That's a
look
good
at
point.
Jay differently now
That's a good point.
than I did when Jay made that. Jay has a million hits. He's lured me in with his riches and pulling
There's
Beyonce.
billions.
I was about to say Beyonce.
So
really.
now I'm jaded, right?
Street cred, nigga.
Now I'm listening,
Facts.
knowing that Jay made an okay, really good comeback, but because of who he is, I know my superficial, shallow ass is like, fuck that Jay, nigga. But back then, I give Jay the nod because Jay acknowledged some of the shit he said, sort of like Eminem and 8 Mile, right? And then he used his shit against him, which I thought was hip hop
Yeah.
greatness.
Dang, now y'all got
You
me
made it a
thinking.
hot line. I made it a hot song.
song.
Damn, he acknowledged that shit.
Right.
So I diffused whatever you
Right.
said and made it better.
I know who I paid.
Number-
Searchlight Publishing.
While we on this though,
Damn.
number one,
Not you.
Well, the GOAT, by the way, Tupac, greatest song ever, Pac forever. June 16th.
Wait.
Okay.
That's another show. That's another show.
That's not the greatest diss song ever.
He's the greatest
No.
MC ever.
It isn't
you
the
can-
greatest.
that's
Bar none. Ain't even
That
close.
isn't the greatest. I mean, I'm
Movies,
trying to think of-
acting, song, all in 5 years.
No,
straight.
no Vaseline is the greatest diss song ever.
Yes,
Oh
number
yeah,
four.
no Vaseline.
No
is
Vaseline.
dope.
That is
Y'all
dope.
just
Now see if you dance,
Tupac
yeah,
haters.
I like no Vaseline.
I think Tupac is the most overrated rapper ever.
Ooh.
I
do. And hold on. And I love Tupac, but I
Yeah.
think he's the most overrated rapper ever.
I've heard that so much. I'm letting it go.
They got classes
People would
about
say
it.
that Biggie is the most overrated.
I can see that
Biggie was
argument.
cold. If you only talking
Biggie
about
was
money,
cold.
hoes,
I
and
can
clothes,
see
all
that
the brother
argument.
know.
I can
They
see
only
that
had
argument.
2
He
albums.
only had 2 albums,
Right.
but they
But they was hot.
They don't
They
teach
were
Biggie
hot,
classes. They teach Tupac
That's what I'm
classes.
saying. At USC, they teach Tupac.
What?
classes. They do. There's a class about
And
Tupac.
other schools too. Pick an Ivy.
hot throb,
Park's
never
taught there.
black and ugly.
Go ahead and Google
That's
Eminem. Eminem good to you?
However,
Eminem will tell you this is the greatest rapper
what
ever.
are they teaching
Pac.
a Tupac class?
Tupac was culturally.
I really liked you.
Extremely
Me and you are like me and Jamal Machu. We agree on
Tupac
98%.
though, Tupac was a
That nigga.
smart guy.
He was
just
a very
absolutely.
in order to market him to where they wanted, they had to make him this. But
Yeah,
he
he
was
dumbed
not.
himself down.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
not a thug.
He didn't
No.
jump. No. First off, he didn't have them bullshit lyrics with them old fake ass.
Oh, he had a lot of bullshit
He
lyrics.
did.
Every word in his shit, it wasn't no Drake could
Every
do
word
this.
knowledge.
I have an idea.
We cannot.
Light bulb.
Don't
Th-
don't even
that's
pull
goofy
Drake.
shit.
Don't
Yeah,
even
Drake
bring
is yeah.
Aubrey up.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
not even.
conversation.
That's not
Yeah.
even.
No, Drake. No, Drake up
Yeah.
there. Shout out to New School.
No.
Drake
Drake is
Wayne.
the
Oh, I love Drake.
She's
Drake,
the
Wayne,
Mason
Future.
Jeffa of
Y'all
Hold
the
on. We spinning off.
Yes, we are.
I love we spin off though. Come on now,
I
Ether
tell you,
take
I
over.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me get my answer.
I'll
You
go
are-
with
I'm
you.
I
gonna
thought you
go.
gave it.
No, I didn't. I like Jay's version, but
I don't know.
because I'm old school, I'm
Right.
going. I'm
How
going.
many drinks has he
I
had?
hate this nigga. I'm going with Nas, even though he did fall off after this shit, and everything Jay
He
said
did
was
not
true.
fall off.
For that moment in time,
I like
Nas.
that.
For that moment in time, I thought your shit was cold. I'm done.
There it is.
You know,
So what did you pick?
Nas.
He picked Ether.
I'll pick. Well, I didn't go. Nasir Jones is, you
Half
know,
man,
I have
half
a fan
amazing.
of
Y'all know who I
Nasir.
picked.
I'm not a fan of that as much though, so I guess I'll go with
Jay's
Takeover.
money.
Take over.
I'm gonna say Ether,
Okay.
but I
told
will
you we was alike.
say
Give me some. Give me some.
told you.
that y'all did have some really good points.
This is why we
with
had these conversations.
Takeover
I mean,
that
Jay-
made me kind of like.
This is why we had
Jay's
maybe
these
I wanna-
one of the smartest nigga out here in the
Well, there's
hip-hop, period.
self-awareness there,
I don't know.
which is good.
I'm
But that's the
stick with
beauty of
that,
hip
but
hop, though.
I think
The battle. I just think that's great. I missed a lot of that. Now these dudes
it's
worry
not
about their
like
money.
that no more.
They'll have beef, and next thing you know, they're in the studio together making a song.
Well, or killed each other.
Or-
one
or-
the other.
Or shot each other.
Exactly.
True.
So
Yeah.
that part.
Tragic
Not the same.
if you
Yeah.
like
Or
Tupac.
you just get
Hey,
slayed on the mic.
And
like,
Robert Island. I'm old school. Lil Wayne is ill. Wayne is cold. Look
Oh
at
no,
his
Lil Wayne got
Look at
Lil
his
Wayne
catalog.
is, you know, home
Best
team.
metaphors.
Dude went from
Lil Wayne,
drop
home team,
it
home
like
team.
it's hot
Eh,
to being. They put all the money on the youngin and won.
yeah.
Right.
He just
Wayne is
he
ill.
just
He gave
ugly
us
as hell
Drake, he
and
gave
looked
us
dirty,
Nicki. By the
but
way, Nicki,
she cold.
She's solid.
the verse on
Minaj?
Monsters Ball
She's solid.
won verse of the year. She was a rookie and burn up
Everybody.
Jay and Ye. Coup de Great.
Everybody.
Oh, Monster.
Yeah.
A monster.
Monster.
Motherfucker.
She had the best
Monster.
verse.
She did have
Much
the
Yeah.
like Lil Kim had the best verse in all of it.
Oh,
Lil
yeah.
Kim is the
Oh,
best
yeah.
guest
She
rapper
know what?
ever.
Look, Lil Kim.
dressed in all black like the
Well,
omen.
She the only woman I would rap her music. Lil MC
What?
Light, I wouldn't do it.
No.
But Lil Kim, I'm
You
like,
got to.
wanna rumble with the beat,
Beat,
huh?
huh?
I mean,
Go
I'm
ahead,
doing it
like a whole family.
I'm checking my
All
whole
black,
sexuality.
like
Right.
Like, am I okay?
Hell yeah.
Right, but
Dressed in
like,
all black like the omen.
All right,
But-
hold on.
Lil Kim had the best verse anyway. So
Anyway,
Yeah.
as we I love we spin off a little bit. Let's circle back to the next topic.
what's that? What you got?
Oh, that's all. I got plenty. I
He's
got plenty
gonna-
more.
I
Plenty
saw
more.
that.
The rock.
Plenty more. Interracial dating.
Uh-huh.
I'm out of
What
this
we
shit
got?
now.
You
Yay or
say you
nay?
Sitting out.
Yay or nay?
Yay or nay?
I mean, I don't know.
Probably love to.
Yay or
There are
nay?
nuances.
Talk about them.
Are we talking personally?
For the community. We talking about for the community.
Dating or marriage? I think every
So-
black
Yeah.
man should experience a little something outside. It's normal before he
But
moves down there.
when
We're
you
talking
getting
about
down to
priorities.
the
That's
nitty
all.
gritty.
Just talking about. okay.
exactly.
Let's say we're going to assume that dating leads to a longer term commitment.
Mm-mm.
Not
Well,
fucking.
no. I think black men should definitely experience and tap their toe.
I think women should.
Only black men?
I mean,
Well,
White men just don't do it for me. I tried.
Right, I'm gonna say y'all
okay.
be back.
This ain't it.
Y'all
Wait,
be back.
I will say.
Wait, hold on. You said, but you stuck your toe in.
I mean, I got to the point where it was time to go that route, and then I was just like, dude, I can't do it.
You talking about sexually?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I
it's
don't
gonna
wanna
be
see a
pink.
dick.
I
Yeah,
don't. I can't do
Just
it.
last week said
Yeah,
that.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
We
So-
had a guest last week said,
and
just
I
can't
have
suck a pink dick.
actually
what
dated
she
some
said.
really dope ass white dudes, but
Did you give
I
some
when it,
head?
You
I
gotta
could-
make sure.
no.
So how do you know you
The
didn't like it?
She just said she didn't want to see that.
I
wasn't-
I want how you didn't like it.
I just in my
See-
mind it just blocked. I was like pink.
Tell you
I
like
just
I tell my daughters.
Yeah,
they
and I
character-
just don't
they
look at
character first.
my
You'll
friend
be
told me
okay.
to get drunk, and I just was like, I
You
just
should have
can't
done that.
If you gotta do,
No,
yeah, if you gotta
you
do
know
all
what?
that.
And if I got to do all that,
You
then
know
it
what?
ain't
Okay, so it
working.
didn't work. It didn't work. It doesn't work
no.
for
But
you
I
per
am
se.
also
In
I am a
generalities.
in general. I am a black woman. We need to stay with our people. We already doing bad. So a black family to me is like core. And I think,
Shit ain't working for us.
Black
We might
on
need to
black.
Switch it up a little bit.
oh, well, aren't you married to a black woman?
Very black.
Okay, sir.
Very.
Wait your turn.
Gina?
Here's how I feel
I'm
about
agreeing
it.
with you. I'm sorry.
I know.
All right. I think that I'm going to go the black woman route, and I'm going to say that black women, we're the only faction that remains very loyal to a faction that is
is
not
true.
loyal to us.
Not
That
true.
is true.
And so, therefore,
Not
I don't think that's. I disagree with that. Go ahead.
okay.
Yeah.
Aaron
All
said,
day
marry
if you
who you
want
love,
to.
love the community.
Aaron Robert Island.
Aaron.
Right.
Eh.
That, I'm gonna say exactly what he said. Aaron Robert Island. Thank you. I'm gonna say exactly that.
Come on,
Well,
Gina.
but I think that, you know, a lot of black women will just remain single
Mhm.
and holding out when I feel like there's other stuff out there, and I don't really feel like we should contain ourselves
I agree.
to
I mean,
a group.
I,
You know what I
think
mean?
I agree
just
with you
don't-
on that, but I don't know. I just don't connect with.
Yeah, I mean, but
it's not that I wouldn't try it,
right.
but I just don't connect. Like, I don't want to. If I come home from work and I was just called the N word,
Mhm.
Okay,
go
well,
back
let's
to
hope he doesn't
that.
call you. Hey,
not him,
Okay.
but like at work, or I
Right.
had a situation with my white counterparts. I don't feel comfortable having that conversation with my white husband or white boyfriend. He's not going to be able to relate. He does not understand. I don't know that my white husband or boyfriend is going to help me be able to raise a black child in America, whether they're interracial or not. What can you, my child is always going to be black. So how is
Right,
my
right.
white husband or white boyfriend,
Get
if
ready.
Well,
I'm
you'd
a
be
baby or
surprised.
baby
I mean,
daddy,
like this.
gonna
Like,
be
let me
able
get ready
to
for this.
I'm gonna tag you in, Chris.
Raise-
Don't tag me in. I'm
raise
over here
my
like,
black
let me get ready
child.
for this.
in this world, whether how far we are along, let's just keep it real. They're still shooting black boys, black kids, black people. They don't like us.
Mhm.
We have come far, but we ain't there.
Right.
And so ultimately, when do we all, I feel like all races stick together except for our race. Like, we're so forgiving. We're like, oh yeah, let's just love, community, all the things. They don't give a fuck about us. Why
No,
should
but I
we
just-
give a
I-
fuck about them?
I get it, but I also think that like you might not even get to a place where you have kids, right?
Yes.
I mean,
but you still
You
gonna be
might
black
not.
in corporate America.
you will be. Oh
I'd
yeah,
love
yeah,
to
you
wait.
will be, 100%. But okay,
Because when I go to work next week, I can't be like, boss, I identify as Karen and
No,
I'm a
you
white
can't.
woman.
Oh yes, you can. You can
Yeah, they're
identify
gonna
as
call
anything you
HR
want.
and be like,
You
she
can
needs to go on
identify as
FMLA.
anything you want in this country.
Not as
liberals,
not as a black
Not as a
person.
black person.
If you're a white person, you
well, they're
can.
strong. We should be able to.
Rachel
identify as
Dolezal
anything
proved
you
that.
want.
That part.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're
No,
tagging.
I agree with I agree with most of what you said. I though, Aaron Robert Island posted. Jake, can you put that back up? I'd like to read it out because I couldn't say it better.
Is this Heather's brother, by the way?
is.
He
Who
said,
is this person?
for the community,
Hello,
marry
Heather.
who you love the community, pool of men which just have the pool small. My point is, love, you should marry who you love, and you'll be a happy person. So when it comes to marriage, I agree. I'm a black man. I'm black. I love the race. I ran for office trying to help out dumb black folks living wrong. I'm trying to give back. But you
Bless your
love
heart.
should be selfish. You should love who loves you and vice versa.
Facts.
Now, I will say this. you need to be real with yourself, men and women. Men get a dose of reality early. First little girl in grade school, I like somebody else because he was taller. He just came there, sort of good looking.
He had a car.
Right.
Right.
And I found out I was like high school. I found girls like dudes with cars. I was like, shut up.
I know, we've heard this story. I was
Men
like,
get hurt.
Right.
It is what it is.
You're right.
But if somebody loves you, if somebody loves you, you're gonna be a better person. You're gonna be a better parent. So no matter what that race is, now you're right. There are a lot of, for different reasons, and I don't even understand some. First off, black men mostly marry black women. Of the ones that
I
are
think
married.
that's true.
Statistically, it's a fact.
There's a higher percentage of
You
black.
get that down, Jake.
There are black women who marry white men, and black men marrying white women. The percentage that marry white women are slightly higher. But I will tell you, there are good people. There are evil people in this world that are black.
Of course.
There are great people in this world that are other than black.
Facts.
I got 3 daughters. First, marry someone with character good to you. Number 2, they better have some money. Life ain't free.
Facts.
And the rest is up to them. That's all I wish for them is happiness. Marrying somebody with character. I don't care what color they are. Right? And I had this persona. My oldest daughter brought home white dude to a house of barbecue. She said, my dad's not gonna like him because I talk a lot of shit.
Right.
But I found out dude was like an X-ray major. I'm like, we might need him in the family.
Cool. It's okay.
It is what it is.
First
If
of
you
all-
make my daughter happy, then I want you to be happy. People need to get off that.
I think
I
so, too.
see women black folk
What?
are so pulled in by politics and all. Listen, what you said was true. We got to care more about us, and that solves a lot. The people you see as unhappy aren't unhappy. They're unhappy because they can't have some shit they think they're supposed to have.
Well, they're unhappy because they're just like
Everyone
a
else,
man isn't gonna make you happy,
right?
right?
You make yourself
but
happy.
everyone else thinks about what they need.
Mhm.
I need a woman who I trust. I need a woman who is loyal. I need a woman who makes me feel good and appreciated. Now, did I want Rihanna? Yeah, but she didn't want me. I figured that out real quick.
You ain't ASAP.
I'll never say I settled, but I didn't get Rihanna.
Ooh.
People need to take a page out of that book. You can only pull from the people who like you. And if they happen to be white, you should jump on it and cherish it.
I mean, I just feel like there's no point in being, like, not that either have to be with a white man or alone, but I just feel like there should be openness for people
love.
to
Yeah,
love
all day,
and
yes.
and to see who is interested in you,
I
and not to cut it off. Like,
I tried,
if a fine white man,
but it just ain't my thing.
if I weren't,
Don't worry for
if I weren't, who said this? This sounds
Facebook
like
user.
somebody I know.
Facebook user making a lot of
Okay.
sense. We're real talk.
We already know.
Yeah, but what white women at? But
And
I
I think we should stop saying that there's like a shortage. I think that's
That's
there's not a shortage of black men,
making them feel good about themselves.
bruh. Stop saying that. Like, guys, where are y'all getting y'all's
Where you-
facts from?
What don't you agree with?
listen to
Everybody's like,
We listen to what women say.
half the
Right.
there's so many men in jail, and there's so many men that are gay, and there's so many men that are
You
this.
think there
and
are
I'm
men
like,
out there for black women?
yes.
Oh, so what you talking about?
I'm not. I just said I don't want to date a white man.
You use the word bruh, and when anyone time a
Bruh,
woman says bruh,
that's
I'm
Louisiana.
thinking you didn't like what I said.
No,
no,
that's a
see-
Louisiana thing.
Oh, okay.
Bruh could be a term.
Yeah, bruh. I'm like, bruh.
Y'all are dangerous down there.
So I think
We out
We
here
are.
too. We dangerous
we
here too.
crazy.
Y'all,
So I think
Okay,
we,
Chi-Town.
yeah, y'all bury
Chirac.
people though.
Oh, you too motherfucker. So
They
we
got money down there.
Nah, we're not doing that.
No, they killing shit. Down there.
So no, they are. So here's where I'm at with it. I think
ain't no shortage of men.
no, it's not.
Goddamn,
critical
Aaron.
thinking men is what he's saying.
No, I don't think
I
that's.
won't
don't
call
think that's
you
true.
little
I don't think that's
Heather.
There's a
By the
plethora
That
of
is
bad
not-
decision making on baby daddies.
That
Stop
part.
opening your
So
legs.
much decision.
Stop opening your legs to losers.
So here's
know?
well, yeah, that's true. Here's
Anybody
the
got a
thing.
gun in their head, you better sleep with him. I'm a horrible dad.
Chris,
Give me the pussy.
so here's what I'm saying.
Oh my
I think
God.
that
You're on 10 today.
he is on 10. I love him. We have decided that black women, and I say this often, have decided that men have to meet them where they are educationally and financially at all times, or they're not viable candidates. I think that's where they're eliminating their options when we're talking about black men.
Yeah,
There are a lot of great black men out there. You just don't want to fuck with them because they don't necessarily meet all. You can't put them in a tux and go to the gala, and
society
has told you that you need somebody that's either at
Social
or
media.
above where you're at.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. Cool. I will say this: if that's where you at and that's what you want to do, then you might want to open up yourself
to other races.
to other races.
They can't. They
If
won't.
they
won't.
can't, some
Right.
will, some won't.
Because they don't. A lot of women, not all of y'all, they're not accountable for nothing. It's always someone else's fault.
I
And
found
what
that.
you just said, they don't open their mouth so they have fast. They the only ones you see. So if a black man, and I've heard black women say this, if he breaks up with a woman and wants to be married next week, he's married. The only one with a problem are the people complaining. Meaning you gotta look in the mirror.
Well,
They don't like the men who want them.
Here's the issue. Yeah,
They want
agreed.
6'4",
They
200
want, they
grand.
got this very
Big
they-
dick,
that's right.
doing
That's
this,
exactly
but
what
guess
you're
what?
saying.
No, no.
6'4", 200 grand, big dick, don't want your ass. Deal with it.
So
We do.
No, agreed. All the time, every day.
He's
So I-
wild.
He's on. I love him. So I think
Sean,
no, Sean found her man.
Sean
Don't
been
you do
calling me out for the
Don't
last
you do
15
that.
Sean got a
Don't you do that.
man.
Sean
She
got a
obviously
man.
is triggered.
Sean, don't come
she's
on.
mentioned
Don't
my
even worry
name
about it,
every
Sean. I
time.
got
She
him.
loves you. So here's what I'm
Just
saying.
like that, Christians, blah, blah, blah.
Here's
Chris,
what
I
I'm
know
saying.
I'm on your mind.
Calm down.
Third time, Chris. Shut up. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what, so I am back on topic. I think that I would prefer that we figure our shit out together as a community,
Mhm.
marry each other, love each other. Because as your point earlier, Keisha, I can't come home and have certain. I mean, I can, but can they really
Relate or
not only relate,
or-
empathize,
yeah.
sympathize? They can
Mhm.
sympathize. Can they empathize?
No.
because they never experienced it,
Exactly.
right? So, but to that point, if that's not working for you, if you want to expand your horizons,
Mhm.
if you want to, and we keep saying black, white, Latin,
Yeah,
Asian,
all
right?
that. Hey, do
all
it.
that, all that. I'm for
You should do it.
Latin and Asian. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, however you want to mix this gumbo up. Here's the interesting perspective. I was having this conversation with a coworker of mine the other day. The more that we interracially marry, date, have kids, the more that gumbo pot gets mixed
I'm
up.
not going that far.
I'm just saying, and
We need 7 states.
and
Agreed.
the less there's this racial ambiguity where everybody's everything, right?
Mhm.
Is that going to be better? I'm gonna say
No.
no because
No.
the white
Oh,
people
yeah.
are always gonna
Yes.
have their little situation. They're gonna make sure they are who they are.
Jake.
But I will say this:
Some of y'all.
we are leave Jay got this. We are at a point now, at a racial tipping point
Mhm.
where there's so much mixture and all these lines are getting blurred that the majority is going to be the minority. Does that switch power? Probably not.
No.
False.
South Africa proved this, right? Like
That
the,
part.
This is false and Keisha. You mentioned it earlier. You just said it. I think saying that race is as big issue as it was 30, 40, 50 years ago, it's not our issue. You mentioned it earlier, talking about recent things. And if I had a black son, I got 3 daughters. But if I had a son and he had to walk 2 miles to the store, I'm not worried about a cop doing something to him if I've trained him right. You do what you're supposed to do, you ain't gonna have no problems. Now, if some shady people doing shady shit get treated wrong, that's what we're trying to defend. I don't defend that.
Mhm.
I'm more concerned about my son getting accosted by some kids who wasn't raised right that look like him.
Agreed.
That's interesting.
I agree.
See,
agree.
see, police is a democratic issue.
Mhm.
I
They've
agree.
used black people's fear of the police
Mhm.
and said, well, y'all better vote for me. This, that, and that. But you know what? I've had when I ran for office, I had some people ask me, why are some Hispanics voting Republican? You know why? Because they don't vote on the person, because they know the person ain't the party. They have their own business because they come in and can't speak the language. We were slaves, we mastered the language, we can get in the bank. They can't. So they doctors, the Asians are doctors, the Mexicans open liquor stores or whatever they do, nail shops. They vote on the party that passes laws for businesses.
For businesses.
They vote in their
That-
entrance.
That vote in
Exactly.
They vote in their interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're the only people that care about who like us. They don't care if
But
Trump
that's
hates
how
them.
that's how we've been trained.
We still vote the same way, and they bring all these. Now we
But-
starting to look like they bringing all these immigrants here. We don't like that.
But to your point, Chris.
so what? Y'all keep voting
yeah.
for us.
But to your point, Chris, I think to circle it back, we have to date in our best interest.
Mhm.
So let's open that up
Oh,
and say,
Facebook user said what?
that's Jamal. Don't pay him no attention.
That's not Jamal.
That is.
I'm saying police brutality is not our main problem. It's financial. It's money. You go to a poor neighborhood in
Wait, this ain't got
any
that shit
area.
to do with dating, Chris.
Nothing. We
People should go after character and money. I go after.
Oh, there you go.
Women
All
wouldn't
right.
be upset
He's
if
circling
they
back.
dated
There you
men
go.
with good character.
That's
and
what I
had
was looking
some
for to
money.
circle back.
If I was a woman and single and I'm making some money, I'm finding someone that think gonna treat
All
me
right,
like a
let's-
sweetheart and got a big bag.
I will say this. I appreciate our black women, Keisha, that say I have zero interest in dating outside of my race. I could 100% get it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. What I'm saying is I have zero problems with, even as a black man, somebody exploring their relationship or their relationships outside of us. If what you're looking for, you're not finding in us,
Right.
as long as what you're looking for is in some bullshit ass, he got to make this, he got to be this, he got to be that. If that's what you're looking for, as a matter of fact, if that's what your line is, I prefer you go date somebody else. Get out of here,
Guys, I got a text from my wife. I'm sorry.
No, it's too late.
My wife said I was over the top.
That's all right. That's all right.
We
That's all
already
right.
knew
Last
that.
one. But then we're gonna wrap it up. Last one. Last one. And we're gonna wrap it up. Let me see which one I want to end on. Because this has been a good conversation. Let me see what I want to end. I don't want to do that too.
One that we can't digress to.
Yeah, because
Another
there's a couple of them. We
25
go too
minutes.
crazy.
Yeah.
We go too. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. We're gonna end on something really fun. East Coast versus West Coast hip hop.
Didn't we kind of talk
don't make
about
me
it?
do
Nah,
this.
we didn't. We really didn't. We really didn't.
West side till I die. I'm done.
West side?
All
East
day.
side?
I don't care who
You
started.
East side?
I'm East side.
East Coast? West Coast or East Coast?
You ride when you would die in the shy, ain't you? I feel you.
No, we're talking about West Coast.
Midwest and
East
South
Coast.
ain't even in this
Yeah,
conversation.
West
they're
Coast.
not.
East Coast, West Coast.
We're talking about Dirty South.
They're real weird over there on the East Coast.
I like Dirty South.
I don't know. I'm
I like
split.
West Coast.
That's all right. You got to pick one. That's
Oh,
the debate. You
no.
got to pick one.
Okay, I'm gonna go West Coast.
West Coast. All
I'm gonna
right.
go West Coast.
So we got two West Coasters. We got the East Coast.
What you got?
I'm gonna go East Coast. And here's what I'm gonna say: East Coast. I love West Coast hip hop, no doubt, no diss. But West Coast hip hop is all of us is extremely similar.
Mhm.
It's all about Compton and the
Mhm.
streets and selling drugs and fucking
Yeah.
bitches and da. East Coast, some of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you
But-
got Digable Planets.
Yeah.
Then you got Tribe. Then you got all these. You got all these. I'm not even gonna start
We
listening
got
to
that
this.
far side on the West
You
Coast.
got Far Side. Facts.
You got it nice and smooth.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean, you
want to
got
hear
so
that
much.
in my rap though. I,
Yeah,
just
I know.
wanna be-
I want
wanna
be
let go, you know what I'm saying?
ratchet and
Toss
it up,
fuck that whole bitch. Fuck that shit.
I want some PE,
No.
and I want some Big Daddy Kane,
Call Sir D right there.
and I want some Eric B and Rakim,
No.
and I
I feel
want
like
some.
I knew he was
I want a
I
mixture.
knew he was gonna go there.
I want a
You
mixture.
can't say nothing about somebody mentioned Eric B in public and you just sit there.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
hear.
want a mixture.
I don't want to hear fucking conscious rap. Like if
Not
I'm
all the time.
rapping, I want to be like transposed out of because I'm. You know,
You
like,
want to leave your body to go somewhere else.
Like I went to school. I went to college. I'm degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be.
EPMD was talking about all types, all
They
that
was talking
shit.
about that.
Yeah.
Fuck that
They
shit.
was trendy, and I love them.
I love it. I'm
30
just
days
saying.
later,
I'm
LP
saying
went gold. So
if
what
you
you
want to
saying?
go,
Okay,
what's the motherfuckers? Not Diggable Planets.
They had two
They
soft
gonna
dance
plan.
songs.
I'm
Yeah,
just
all right.
saying, if you Arrested
You want
Development,
to roller
That was
skate.
South.
You
That
want
was
to roller
South.
skate.
That was
You
South.
want to roller skate.
You want some LL?
That's what you want to do. You want to roller skate with
I
daylight.
want a little
I
bit of
get you.
everything.
I
I
want
want
some shoot 'em up, bang bang.
All
and
day.
I
All
take
the whole-
myself out of the.
So you want
All
MC?
day.
I don't want to hear MCA.
I wanna hear the game and
Ice
documentary.
Cube, NWA,
That's-
all the whole.
But
That's
that's
Tupac.
either West Coast or East Coast. Like it doesn't. I
I want to blow the whistle. We're too short.
I'd like to blow the whistle.
I want to blow the
I
I
whistle.
don't want to only blow the whistle. I don't want to only
What's
blow the
my
whistle.
favorite word?
I don't want to only blow the whistle.
Bitch.
Give me one conscious.
I don't want to comment. Okay.
I
No.
First off, we're not gonna diss Rashid.
We're
on
not
this
even
show.
gonna
We won't have that
gosh.
slander. Name me one conscious West Coast rapper.
I don't know because I don't want to.
You don't want anything conscious. You don't want no consciousness
When
at
I
all.
hear rap, I don't want to hear.
You just want to hear about I'm selling crack and
Yeah,
fucking
drop
bitches.
it
And,
like
Yeah.
it's hot. Throw that pussy, throw that ass, all those things.
She wants to hear.
I want to be in the
give a
strip.
fuck about
exactly.
a bitch.
If
Never
I
be
want to
broke.
hear cautious, I'm gonna go to my lecture hall at college. And
you don't want no deep. You don't want no. You don't want no De La Soul in your
No.
life.
Never had no
I do not.
motherfucking endo to smoke.
No.
Right.
No.
And that's West Coast, East Coast, down south. When I hear rap, I want to be ratchet.
Midwest Chicago.
Anthony,
no,
we are not.
No,
we're not
even-
doing that.
we're
We
not
said
in
East
the-
Coast, West Coast.
No.
East
Hey,
Coast,
hey,
West
that's what I
Coast.
tried
No.
to do. They shut me down.
Hold on,
Kanye
Aaron.
all day.
Hold on. Okay,
Kanye
real
all
cat.
day.
Rise Cass. I get that.
Kanye
I
all
get
day.
that.
Fuck the
Oh,
Jews.
Kendrick Lamar. I get that.
Kendrick, I'm
I get
feeling
it.
Kendrick.
I
He just got one-
conscious.
He just got got some tight ass.
Kendrick not
He just got
He
some
ain't
tight ass album
Yeah,
names.
He ain't conscious.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Roscoe's like
The
yeah.
nigga got a
Let me tell you about
Grammy
Kendrick
on the
Lamar.
name. To Pimp a Butterfly.
But the
Name a track
lyrics-
from that motherfucker.
But
You
listen,
can't.
Kendrick
You
Lamar's
can't.
last album,
You can't
right?
name a track
But
from
is
Pimp a
he
Butterfly.
conscious rap though?
I wouldn't call
Shit,
him
he all right.
conscious. I wouldn't
No,
call him.
I
He
like
was
that.
in
Jake,
there.
you think Kendrick is conscious?
Here's the thing.
You think
You
No. No one
Yeah,
knows what he says.
well, how
Jake,
new?
no one our age knows what he says. They just
How
like the
new?
name of the album.
Jake is
To
21.
Pimp a Butterfly.
no, but how new were you talking? Well, which when
like
was
his last album?
The very
one?
last
Yeah,
album.
no, like yeah, it just
Yeah.
came out.
Okay.
Conscious.
His last album, everyone was
Emotionally
Okay.
intelligent.
emotionally
I'll say that.
intelligent.
I'll give you that.
Right.
I give
But
you
I
that.
think people were talking a lot about his last album, but I don't really know a lot of people who listened to it more than once.
The last one.
The last one.
His first couple, yes.
To Pimp a
The first
That
Butterfly.
last
couple.
one
The last one
not
was
so much.
almost cringy. But I mean, people liked it, but I was not like really going back to some of that.
Yeah,
I
I
hear
agree.
I hear you.
I agree.
Anyway.
All right, y'all. So this is a great show.
It was.
We had some back and forth. Even Chris got crazy, but not too crazy. I appreciate that.
He
And
got
What are you
the
talking
text from the
about?
wife.
well, the wife did have. Well, his
This
wife
is
texts me
actually
every show.
Chantel cursing me out.
Well, that's what Chantel.
we
do.
made up.
That's what Chantel do. We ain't paying attention to that.
It's perfect when you go home. You know.
That's
makes
right.
For better
No,
sex.
he's talking
They-
about Chantel. No,
Oh.
She's one of my favorite people.
That's right.
I
Hey,
talk about
hey,
her.
y'all.
She's
I
awesome.
appreciate everybody lyrical, not conscious agrees, Stephen. All right, hey, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was a great conversation on many levels. We had a lot of divergent opinions, some great debate, which is the point. We don't need to always agree. I think what people misalign is that they think we always need to be on one accord and
It's
always
okay
agree.
to disagree.
It's okay to.
And it's not.
It's okay.
hating.
It's okay.
I
to
disagree with. Shout out to you, because you put together, man. I do what I do, but you put together some that. I disagree with Faustin. I'll be at home like this motherfucker kind of smart. Let me think about my shit. But I appreciate that. I appreciate Chantel. We think differently on some items, but I hate people who follow shit.
Well, it would be
Like, if
boring
it-
if we all
I
thought
hate
the
that.
same.
Yeah, we're not a monolith.
I just hate people who follow. I like
Yeah.
if you are if you're a woman and you come from the soul, you love black folk, you a feminist, I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a black dude, no diss to Tay Diggs. He was dating white women because he had a problem with black women. Now I got a problem with you. If that's what you like, then go for it. But you ain't got to diss nobody else.
Right.
I got a problem with disingenuous folks.
Mhm.
You know, if you gay, be gay. One of my best co-work white dude, we roll.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, no,
Don't
I'm
do
not.
that.
It's not my
He's
movement.
like, I
Make
got-
no
I
mistake.
have a black
Make no
friend.
mistake. It's not my Make no mistake. It's not my movement. But he didn't project it on anybody.
Yeah.
It was
Who
years.
are you?
It was years before he told me because I kept trying to set up a white dude. Like, man, I'd be it if I was 6'2" and a white dude. He's like, yeah, okay, Chris, relax.
Lay off. I got all this.
But my point is, he wasn't trying to cater. He wasn't trying to persuade. He was just being him.
Never getting out of here.
And I think if most people did that versus following what they think everyone else is doing, then we'd be better. Differences make the world go round.
Facts.
So that's
Facts.
all I was saying.
No, good point. And way to end the show. So, hey, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you kicked it. I hope you disagreed. It's all good. That's what we're doing in the Zone Podcast. We are here for the dialogue and for everybody's
Leave some
opinions to
comments
be
because I'm
heard.
gonna come back and I'm gonna talk shit to your ass 3 in the
Chris
morning.
ass.
I ain't scared
We
of none
won't
of
have
you.
Chris back on for
Feminati,
another year.
alphabet people come at me. I don't care.
Who winning the game?
Anyway, we're
All
about to go
day.
watch the game. Don't tell
Miami
us-
all day.
Don't tell us who's winning the game.
Don't-
We'll
don't
see you all
tell
next week. Me and Sean will be back. Enjoy the Summertime Shy has started. Summertime everywhere has started in the continental United States, but specifically
Sometimes shot.
Summertime Shy. So we about to get it in. I'm sure I'll see you all soon. Next week we might talk about the outrageous. No, I'm not even going.
Don't even say it.
I'm not even gonna do it. Brewfest. I mean not Brewfest. Hot
Oh,
Podcast is
God.
fucking expensive as shit this year.
Yeah.
But I want them to make money, so I'm not gonna act like
And
I
they just asked for volunteers a week before.
Hold on.
I'm glad they making money
Shout
and
out
doing
to
their
Jonathan
thing.
Swain. Yo, do
Yeah,
your thing,
do
bro.
your thing. I'm not mad at it. I just don't know if I don't know if I can pay for it this year. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all next week.
Holla.